Alrighty. Check, check, check. Is this thing on? See if it is very epic sauce. Alright, I do believe we are vibing. Yo, Aiden, what's good? Howdy doody. Welcome to mine humble abode. I've not streamed in a while. But here we are, back at it again in Rubicon's Inferno. New and improved with the new content. Indubitably. Hopefully it is epic sauce. Alright. Oh, now I'm just going to share the stream around, now that it is up and running. And then we will begin the festivities. Dun 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 dun. Rikiret. And where's the Ricky Rat here? Boom. Yo, Solo, what's good? Howdy doody. What's poppin' indeed? We are facing off the Inferno and the new update I had, which came out like I think a month ago, so I'm definitely late to the party, but I've been wanting to try it ever since I've seen some stuff of it. And continuing it with Requiem at the same time. So we'll be optimizing anybody's builds I submit during the stream, the Requiem workshop, all that good stuff. We upgrade my build of 2 Essigins, Imperative, Moonlight. Gotcha, gotcha. Yep, we'll build it up and check it out. I did, after loading into this, sell a lot of weapons to buy a lot of the new ones. It didn't even have enough to do that, and I figured I should probably have everything regardless, especially when it comes to Requieming things. So I'll have to buy back some of these. So I bought back, or I bought all of the new primary and shoulder weapons. And I'm definitely excited to experiment with, indeed. The fact that we have a physical sword here is pretty sick. I've seen like pretty much no gameplay of any of these. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to mess around with them. Indubitably. But yes, let's see if we can load up some of these Ricky Rats. Let's see here. Which one of you do we want to load? Guess let's do you. Yes, I want to pay the money. Yeah, it's fine. It is vibling. Those old Requiem builds from the last time, indeed. Incredibles. Alright, so let's build your double SCG Imperative. Interesting. I used to rock the double Viento with either Imperative or something like that a long time ago. Now I was making my BVO variant. I thought that having... Yeah, I gotta buy all these weapons back, it seemeth. It seemeth indubitably. What's it called? Yeah, I used to think that maybe a primary missile on your back was like tech, it was like the way to go, but then I found out that primary weapons reload a lot slower when they're on your back. So, that's a bit of a rough one there. Alright, let's sell the Imperative over here. I did. Indubitably. Alright. Essigin. Ets. Imperative. What else? Imperative and Moonlight. Redshift. Indubitably. Yes, yes, yes. We got a Moonlight Blue Shift with this update as well, or this mod. So that's gonna be pretty dope. Alright, Redshift. What else we got? Yep, Moonlight on the back. 44D head. It's gonna be so weird looking at all these extra parts in here. All right, VP-44D, Albacore, Melander Arms. Good old John Melander Arms. There you are. Mind Beta. Gotcha, gotcha. (44D) head, Alba core, Melander arms, Mind Beta head. I think you mean by the Mind Beta legs. Yo, Arch, howdy doody. Currently working right now, so I won't be able to tune the volume on, but I'll have the stream running in the background for the sweet watch time. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. A mighty fine lad, indubitably. One of the goats of all time. Walt FCS or Alula Booster. Walt FCS. NGI generator, my boy. There's also new generators with this mod that I'm very eager to check out. I think that could be really cool. Alright, and Pulse Armor. That's our boy. Yeah, not a bad set. I like it. It's very neat. It looks pretty cool. And yeah, I can see it being pretty solid. Yeah, we'll see what we can do indubitably. Yeah, anything else. There we go. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Alright. Double estrogen, super goated. Definitely would keep it. The imperative is an interesting one. It's kind of hard because it's one of the best missiles, best missiles in the game, as you can fire it while assault boosting, which is pretty neat. If you're going a chase down, or even just running away, you just shoot it and start assault boost turning. Oh wait, what the hell? What is this? What? I did not know this was a thing. Can I choose the map for the practice arena? Or is it just the space station by default? What the hell? The Xylem's there just vibing, not under attack. Vascular plants all the way out there. Close your satellite. What the hell? This is sick. This is pretty sick. Enemy settings. Generacy. Enforcement squad. Wait, PCA enforcement squad. Is that normal? Nope. No, it is not. Oh, wait, is it? I remember not. Oh, yeah. Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember being these guys, but perhaps I am wrong. Interesting. Very interesting. What's the edge of the map then? Is it just the edge of this? I would think so. Yeah. Interesting. What the hell? It's kind of sick. That's awesome. I wonder if I can change that or not. Choose my own practice arena. Alright, so let's see here. Is he normal? Yeah, he's normal. Alright, so if you were to say... It's pretty good synergy with the reverse twins too. Because the fact that you can do this and continue firing while you're supposing in. Obviously you can kick. Light him up. Stack punish. You can go for a little extra. I want to get one indubitably. Alright, so we want to play a fast stagger build while leaning into the reverse joint play style. Aperitif is going to be cool. Although, upside is Aperitif, a lot of impact, a lot of damage, good tracking. Downsides, it's naturally pretty slow because of all those ups. And now that it's on our back, it's going to recharge even slower. If we make a lot of what we can when we go in, it won't really matter. Also, the thing you can do, not only can you assault boost while firing, but you can also just fire it while running around the target, because they stay stationary. So if you turn around your opponent, they'll start to shoot him in the back. You spin all the way around, or even halfway around, which is also pretty nice. Overall, that's just missile theory in itself, but very doable with the Aperitif. You just have them stand still, and then they go. So you can really choose to position them, and then say, go get on by. Or traditionally, you just rock with a, any, I said it's check what these all are all about. You want to rock with missile launchers. You either go something like 10 cell or 6 cell. 6 cell for the lighter weights, which is a-okay. It allows you to have a little more uptime and a little more pressure. More consistent pressure, although not as much damage, which is fine because we're rocking 2 Estrogens, the kings of close range impact buildup, so we don't really need to worry about having our Imperative be our big boy. We can have it go a little more, less on the damage, more on the consistent side. And then, of course, we don't have to worry about swapping, which is also pretty sick. Even though it's not that big deal, but for some it can be a little tricky. So I definitely would rock the 6L over it, especially with that past experience. Like I said, I used to also enjoy having the missiles on my back, the primary missiles anyway, but I found that they reload slower, less consistent, and we're already doing all we can with our 2 primaries. And with kicks, that's pretty nice. Moonlight itself, yeah, you can use any melee you want. Redshift, alright, Moonlight with reverse joints. It's pretty solid. You kick, you can land 1 or maybe even 2 Moonlights, sometimes depending on how fast your opponent is. And if you build up a lot of impact with, say, some Assault Boost Estrogens into the kick, into the Moonlight, might stagger him. Because at first, Moonlight will do some damage. So if we fire these off and switch... Oh, I didn't kick him, but I want to reset stagger. I want to see it. I want to shit. Missile, Estrogen, kick in the Moonlight. We want to switch to the Moonlight before we kick, so we don't have to stand there after the kick and swap. Probably quick boost to animation cancel. So we'll do this, go in, and switch, and then in Moonlight. Not quite the impact we want super much, but then again, that is assuming we're only getting impact buildup from our Estrogens before we go in the Assault Boost. We'll, of course, probably shoot at them beforehand or start from a longer distance. Yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. So yeah, Moonlight's fine. Pretty good synergy overall. 44 D-head, wouldn't really change it. Alba, I'd probably go Melander, depending how fast we're going to get. 340, 340 is fine, especially for a build like this, where Assault Boost is our big thing, and now we have the quick boost distance off the ground from our reverse joints, which means we now can rely heavily on B-hopping. Because the more jump distance and height you get, or mainly distance, you get with B-hopping, the more you break the FCS, the more it acts like a dodge. You don't have to burn any energy to do it, so that's pretty cool. What else we got? So yeah, we don't need to rely on too much natural boost speed insanely. Even dropping down to 330 wouldn't be the worst thing, but it's definitely fine. I like that you're going Melander arms over Basho. You could very much go with Basho if you want to just be a little quicker, but you'll lose a little more accuracy, so I understand. And you don't really use a whole lot of melee spec. It still has very generous melee spec. Indubitably. Not 150, but 120, and that's a-okay. I don't know if any of the values for anything has changed through the mod, but I'll just go off of my noggin and what I know regardless. Unless I'm very unsure about something, but for this, I know Melander are goated. It takes usually the same amount of staggers to kill the opponent when you mix in damage and the melee attack versus just saying, oh, well, Basho gives you more melee damage, therefore you kill him faster. Kinda, but it still takes staggers to get into the melee, and by the time you get stagger, you're already doing damage. And I find that it takes the exact same amount of staggers, usually 1 or 2, depending on if you have like the assault extending or they're a tankier lighter boy. Super light boys usually go down to 1 stagger in melee punish. Mediums take 2. Heavies take 2 to maybe 3. They usually die before they're staggered on the 3rd time, but it'd be like that. So yeah, Melander are very fine. Accuracy's nice. Defenses are great. And not too heavy, so I like it. My beta, if I were to go at any reverse joints, especially for a medium weight rush down, it would definitely be this. Alula also goated. Waltz, no. I would go Avid. Not Ocellus, because we do have a 6-cell, and this has poor, very poor, as of later patches, horrible miss-a-lot connection. Doesn't really matter with the 6-cell too much, but it is slightly noticeable if you go from the 6-cell to the Abbot. And we have Melander, so it's not like we're lacking that much firearm spec that we need full close range assist. So we are being chillin' like this. If we had the Basho arms, I would for sure go Ocellus, because those have horrible firearm and they need everything they can get. Did the build I submitted to make it? Which one did you submit? Did you submit it in the Requiem workshop or the community section? Which that's pretty cool, huh? YouTube making a community section pretty recently. They should have done that a while ago, but it's pretty cool that we have it now. NGI with the Coral or with the reverse joints have a very nice synergy because you can you know, spend all your energy and then rely on jumping, and while you're midair, you regenerate the NGI, so that's super nice. Pulse, I'd keep that as well. So yeah, not too much changed. It should feel exactly the same, really, except for obviously you don't have to swap to your imperative no more, and it's a little more durable. And maybe a little quicker, we'll see. I doubt quicker, because we went from Alba, and then we didn't really change much of the internals that way. But yeah, now you can just rely on some good old 6-cell into estrogens and stagger into melee while having the kicks and the jumps. Indubitably. Hey, the fact you get all that distance to break FCS while not burning any energy is nice. I do love me some reverse joints. Now, not my 100% go-to. I usually lean towards bipedal. Or at least I do most of the time when recreating builds and yada yada, but they are really fun. Alright, so let's give her the paint. Oh, nice have it already here. Very epic. Then compare. Yep. Just not as durable, but a little quicker. A little slower, but way more durable. I take it. I take it. Indubitably. Yes. Alright, so we'll load this for the paint. So we have our reference. We're going back and forth. Alright, so you said it's in the workshop? Gotcha. I will shake it, rana. Requiem workshop. You mean the Kingslayer V2? Or is that someone else's build, indubitably? Should I tag you on the post? I go for it. Indubitably, that would be most helpful indeed. I believe there are some old ones from the last time we did this in the workshop I haven't responded to. I'm not sure though. Oh, this one. I see. The bosses take on a dude from AC4. I see. Let's check if I did that. Because you submitted it last time, I most likely did. Alright, so we're looking for an Earshot, Harris Viento, for Meza Arm. No. No. Kind of core? Albacore? Yeah. Huh. I suppose not. Nope. I suppose we have not yet. Oh. No time like the present, indubitably. I also did it on Xbox, and I didn't know. Yeah, either way, we'll take a look again. Might as well. Yo, Ronan was good, you beautiful bastards. Howdy doody. We'll rebuild this man's right now. Harris Viento, Earshot, nothing. Interesting. Well, it is a cosplay build, so gotta be accurate. I'm really excited to test this physical sword. I have not yet. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty heat. Harris Viento, Earshot, nothing. God, seeing all these weapons is crazy. I actually sold the Viento, that's it. Sold quite a few parts that I just have to buy back. Viento, where you at? There you are. Earshot, which I don't believe I sold. Yeah. Viento, there you are. Earshot, nothing. Not Crier, which I probably sold. There we are, yeah. Oh yeah, not Crier, it's up here. What are we talking about? John Ryer, Alba. I sell the Fermeza arms or what? I think I sold any arms or legs. Fryer, Alba, Fermeza. Where you at? There you are. 42 legs. Alula, Abbott, and Hakushi. John Hakushi. Paul Sama. There he is. I'm okay. Have you got Rubicon's Inferno plus Armory mod? I don't have the Armory mod, but we are indeed in the the Inferno with the new expansion of the new parts and weapons that I'm pretty excited to take a look at and play around with. They got new generators, new weapons, new primaries, new backs, whole new frames. Pretty sure they just have like 9-ball frame, which is pretty sick. Is it? No, maybe. I don't know. Should have said like the full 9-ball frame. I was looking at some parts that looked just like it, so I was like, oh, okay, that's gonna be pretty cool. I think I have the head, don't I? This fucking head is massive. My god, it's pretty sick. Ricky Rat. Is this White Glint? Could be. Could be John Glint, indubitably. Oh, that man's. Oh my god. Alteus, that's sick. Oh, it says the names. Iron, or Hog Iron. That's pretty dope. So Inferno expansion adds the boss parts? It seems it does, yeah. Oh, hey, there's some 4th gen parts. Indubitably. Incredibilis. I wonder if any of the parts are of this guy, this cosplay build. We will save him, and I think we have another one in the shop we'll build up real quick as well. Indubitably. I've not played the older games yet. I probably could, but I have not yet. I want to see a build with dual physical swords, if that's possible. So we have the pig sword, the physical sword here on the right arm, which is obviously not how it usually goes. But there's no physical on the other hand. We have a new melee weapon over here, being the Moonlight Blue Shift instead of Red Shift, unlike normal Moonlight, which is interesting. I'm guessing it does laser damage instead of energy, which, I mean, they're both energy, so it's just more lasery than it looks like pulse almost, even though it's not pulse. Maybe it is, technically. I mean, it's wave. I don't know. Wave, pulse, schmeat, both get buffed by energy spec, so I could see it. How Gundam can we get? Funny you should say that. I do have a full Gundam armory mod installed. Not in with this. I don't think you can merge the both. Maybe you can. I don't know. But I have tested it, and it looks pretty fun. It has a lot of Gundam parts and weapons. Indubitably, I might do another stream for that as well, or video, who knows. Might make this a video, you never know. What's it called? Yes, let's build. Let's build the Billy Bobs. Billy Bob with the blicky, as they say. Indubitably. What am I doing? What am I thinking? What am I Ricky Ran? Check the Requiem workshop. And Kingslayer, that's it. The LRA Ludlow build, indubitably. I shall likely return later. I'm driving now, my friend. Do you still have my parts list? If so, you can create it here. Try names, part list. Which one? Which one do you mean, my friend? Is it in the Requiem Workshop or DM? It's posted to the Requiem Workshop. Gotcha. I will take a gander indeed. A goose gander. Posted. Gotcha. That's pretty dope. I think that was one of the ones recommended for the cosplay versus ranked series, so I might just have to rebuild it and use it one of these days. if it wins the poll, which currently is Gypsy Danger. Indubitably. Alright, LRA. LR Schmidt. Do I have the John LRA? I guess not. Pretty sure the only laser weapons I kept was the shotguns. Yep. Alright, LRA, Ludlow, 4-cell. Did I sell the 4-cell? Nope. We got a goated. Alright. LRA, Bink, Ludlow, for sale, and Aurora, which I probably did sell. I didn't. I did not. Let's go. Alright, Alba Head, which I probably did sell as well. God damn it. I just wanted to see all the parts, man. I didn't play with any of the weapons, but I just wanted to see all the frame parts. Alright, Alba Head. How core. Alright, it's not any cores. That's right, I only sold heads. How for that energy, because it's a 20B. LRA, Ludlow build. Blender. Lula, my goat. Talbot, pretty solid. VE20B. Pulsama. Now what a good. Oh, I've got you the Master Grade kit for you at the ND. I saw that. That was pretty cool. Also, driving will be back. Hell yeah, brother. We want to be here and do it play. Oh, nice. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Got the kit and got the AC. I do believe we did do this one. Maybe not on this batch. Maybe it's on Xbox, but I'm pretty sure we did. Or maybe we didn't. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Double Torino Man. Double John Torino. Nope, we did not. We shall rebuild it now. Indubitably. Harris Blade. Coral Blade anyway. Double Torino. Which I did not sell. Let's go. Big ups. 44D. Find Alpha. And Alba. John Alba. What are these arms? NBS. Ricky Rat. What? NBS. 9-Ball Seraph? Am I correct? It looks like the... Looks like him. Looks like a Ricky Rat. Now what I've got for internals. PO4, interesting. Rather interesting. VE21A. Also an interesting one. I guess you gotta get that range, although... Yeah, I guess range if you want to snipe and beam them. But, I don't know, maybe... No, it doesn't have great missile lock, so you're not getting too much for your back mounts. VP20C, you do gotta stay light. Well, you don't have to stay this light, maybe, depending on the frame overweightness, but definitely don't need it for speed. Although, I guess you do. Only 330 because of our PO4. It's kind of crazy. And then a Pulse Armor. There's our John Mans. Alright, to make space, we'll go ahead and delete... some of these old ones we took a look at, indeed. Bonk. And that should be good for now. And I believe we have one more in the shop to rebuild. No, we already did that one, and that one. We are chilling. We are being chilling. Indubitably. Alright, we shall begin. Didn't know you did live streams for this. Awesome. Hell yeah, brother. We used to do them pretty much every week. Slowed down quite a bit of that for a while, but we are back Indubitably. Since there's a new update expansion here in the Inferno mod, I figured it'd be kind of cool to look at the new parts and continue our journey where we left off last time. Indubitably. So do the Requiem stream slash Inferno. Indeed. So we'll play through Inferno with these builds, play around with the new stuff, and yeah, anytime any of y'all need a build looked at, or like a build looked at, I am more than willing. Indubitably. We'll probably do this for around like 3 or 4 hours, something like that. You can upgrade the Shrieker AC from that secret level episode. It's very funny you say that. When that episode aired, of course, I made a video breaking down the whole episode for my I broke down all the stuff I noticed that was like, you know, Easter eggs and connections to the game and yada yada. I could probably make a follow-up one, because now I know a lot more about like if it's connected to AC6, yada yada. Spoiler, it's not. It was going to be, but then it wasn't. Lots of stuff like that. There's an interview another creator had with the director or writer of the episode, and they went over a lot of cool stuff that we didn't know until then. But I made that, and then I did create Shrieker in AC6, as much as you could anyway, and then upgraded him. Indubitably. Good old Reforged. So yep, you can totally find that on my channel if you look up Shrieker Reforged, or something like that. They're upgrading Shrieker from secret level. I think that's it. Indubitably. It was very fun. It was pretty cool. And it made it pretty fun to build out of it too. Very close in style, although very optimized, because ultimately the Shrieker AC in AC6, not very good. And a lot of that's probably because, you know, Shrieker in secret level contradicts the rule in this game that you can't have a melee weapon on your right hand, or, yeah, you can't have it on your, does he have it on his left? Yeah, he has the melee on his right arm, actually. Yeah, his right arm, and he has a shield mounted on his hand, I'm pretty sure, which allows him to have 2 primary weapons, a shield and a sword, which is not possible in AC6. Not possible, indubitably. But yeah, so that makes the build not very good, and desperate need of an upgrade, indubitably. The first opponent I was fighting with the Gurren Lagann build in that video was a Shrieker cosplay, which I thought was pretty funny. You want to try the Black Fox? Ooh, what's that? What is the Black Fox? Is it a Ricky Rat? Is it a Ricky Dicky Dooda Rat? Which is slang for epic build. I just wish I was mod savvy to play without From Software going down my throat. Yeah, some mods will trigger the anti-cheat, which at that rate I'm neither savvy enough to deactivate it or turn it off and back on, yada yada. I just play the mods that either come with their own launcher or very simple that you just put into the mod engine folder and just launch from there. Or I guess you put in the game files as well, but either one. But yeah. Anything that doesn't trick off the anti-cheat, we're vibing. Kind of weird that some do, because most of the time when you let up in a mod like this, it just puts you in offline mode no matter what. But yeah, it'd be like that. Good evening, Green. Took a long ass break from AC6, and I'm back. Welcome back, Icarus. Welcome back. It's exciting times here in the Armored Core. In some ways, we got cool mods. I'm going to be starting up the RP Season 4 pretty soon, I hope. It's pretty much ready. I just want to get some things in the server sorted out, resets, yada yada, prepared, / I want to be able to write and or make videos on the seasons I haven't already. Made a video on Season 1, writ the script for Season 2, and that's of course posted in the server, but I need to write Season 3 before it gets too not hot on my mind, and then I also would like to write and make a video for Season 0, or the story, the origin before Season 1 type stuff. I think that'd be really cool. I've accepted your friend request, Mr. Solo Mans. I imagine you're going to send me the build. The Black Fox. There he is. Very cool. Lightweight AC showcase. Is it a Huxley, Pulse Blade, Harris, and the dagger on a Chicken Boy, a not Caswar, wow, a Nacho. Very cool, very cool. So the specs in a minute. Very appreciated, very appreciated. Interesting to go with the ephemera head. I'm sure that's for style mostly. Indubitably. overall, I imagine a lot of the builds for style, which is very cool. More power to you. There's a right-handed melee. Yeah, right-handed melee mod for PC. I've used it running a dual bunks. I've seen that. That's pretty funny. That's very funny indeed. Alright, so I've got this one saved. Good, good, good. I will build up the Black Fox, and then we will Rick our rat. Alright, it was Harris, Pulse Blade, Huxley, into the dagger. Ephemeral Head. Where are we at? Albacore, not Albacore. Knockfire Core. Bastio Arms, Knockfire Legs, and then the internals are mystery currently. Although I can guesstimate on what's optimal, but I would like to see if there's any Ricky Rat things going on. Did I sell them? No, they're right there. I'm just blind. Smoke Bomb. Oh, it's a smoke bomb. I thought it was the Huxley. Okay, okay. Smoke bomb launcher, huh? I probably sold it. Let me see. No, it would have been down below. It's missile launcher. I guess I didn't sell it. Wait, did I or did I not? Handheld split. Am I of the blind? Part by. Oh yeah, it would be. Well, no, maybe. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Give me one long shot. Fight therapist, because why not? Jim and Momloncha. Sentai of Celskin Kaku. Yes, sir. Sentai. There we go. And I imagine Pulse or Assault. Probably Assault with the dagger, I would imagine anyway. But yeah, no, I don't know. Either one can work, technically. Would I mind if you don't mind me asking? Not much. We haven't delved too much into the mod itself. We're just building up ACs and requieming them, upgrading them, and play. We'll build ACs, play missions with them, unlock some new parts through the arena/campaign, which is different. So it's like we're playing a whole new Armored Core 6, Armored Core 6.0, Armored Core 6 cents, as I fan dub it. It's pretty cool. So we're going to do that. We're going to play with the new stuff, upgrade builds, all that good stuff. But we haven't really begun too much yet. We're just building up builds and upgrading them. So you're all good here. Ain't able to play. Think if they wanted to make AC6 go a more multiplayer narrative route, just do what AC Combat Infinity did. More balance with the core game and better robust network for multiplayer. Yeah, they would definitely need to fix their spaghetti code a little bit. Apparently, overall, easy anti-cheat just is kind of outdated. It's just not that great. It causes a lot of unnecessary lag and stuff like that and latency. So, if they could upgrade to alternatives, better ones, that'd be cool. Not too well versed on the subject, but I have heard that to take quite a bit. So, I'm sure it has some validity. Some correctness, indeed. So yeah, better netcode, and yeah, I think if they were to go better netcode, they were to go cross-play with this game, add 2v2s, this game would have been something really big, I think. Because right now it's still, it's like pretty naturally dead when it comes to overall worldwide appeal. You know what I'm saying? No huge streamers are playing it anymore, but and it still has the dedicated player base, so it's still alive in that way. So if we could all be on the same platform, it would be pretty cool. It would be pretty, or same game, every platform, that'd be sick. That'd be really cool. I really am excited for the next game. I really hope it is this, but way better. So sick. The possibilities are there. Just do what Helldivers did, dude. Helldivers crazy, and then they put it on Xbox, allowing all three to come together, all three platforms. And now look at it. It's doing fucking numbers, bro. And it's pretty fun. I do enjoy it. Alright, so now let's work through these chronologically from build up. Indeed. Let's take a look at the dude from AC4. Alright. Wait, you know what's funny? It's almost like a pretty fun set for either Harris Essigin or... which I did have a lot of fun with, and I think it's pretty good. Actually, it's better... yeah, I would say it's better than Harris Ludlow because, you know, recoil control is a lot better between these two. We'll do that. We'll throw on Melander arms so we can fully handle both at the same time. Then... your shot's pretty cool. Not the greatest thing in the world. It's not bad. Would it be a decent stagger? I mean, it's a decent stagger punish, yeah, sure, and it's even decent out of stagger. Should we rock it though? That's the question. Or would we be better off with a like Javelin Alpha as our explosive stagger punish? It's not the same, but it is explosive based stagger punish. So, harm. I guess the your shot's kind of like, you know, central to the build, so we'll try to keep it, try to incorporate it. Could rock shield. Shield this kind of build wouldn't be too bad. Especially if you parry and strike back with the earshot, that'd be pretty cool. It's either that or we just go with a missile launcher. So I guess we'll go shield for now. Head, 44D head. We'll go pretty much full Melander for these and see how they stack up in the end. Lula I like. Abbott I like. Although we don't have any missiles, so we could easily just go Ocellus. Or rather Talbot, because now we have decent range with both of our primaries, so I should go with that. And we have Melander arms, so we don't need to worry about them not having max in their category, because we already get a nice boof for them, our firearm spec. Hakushi, I wouldn't recommend. I would either recommend Mangtang. Yeah, Mangtang with a sweep priority fire. Do that, and we'll check it out. Also, interesting thing about this mod, if you haven't seen it yet, the test arena isn't the simulation like bunker. It is the space station for reasons unknown. It's pretty cool though. It's pretty sick. Here we are. Response it quick. We're just saying. Can I please get a recommendation to try on here? Try on here. Recommendation to try on here. How do you mean exactly? Like recommendation of build archetype? Something like that? I don't get to play the game, so I have to rely on YouTubers to test my ideas. I see. Hey, it'd be like that for a while. Or just saying that so you can beat up Thrive. Yeah, dude, I'd smack him up real good. And then if he shows up, I'll be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It's my bad. I was just joking. I was just playing the meme, please. Yeah, but no, fighting Thrive would be pretty fun though. I feel like we would have a blast. That'd be sick. If you upgrade my build of 2 Zimmermans, 3 cell plasma, gotcha. Yep, we will take a look in Credibilis. Alright, so for this boy, obviously, you just hold down the Essigin trigger, tap the Harris over and over, parry as you can go, shot. It's pretty nice. Why I have a shield on a setup like this is because we have all the range we need for constant impact, so we don't really need a missile necessarily. Even one Harris is enough to just kind of keep tap firing people due to this bolt velocity, damage, and you know all that good stuff. We also have the constant stream of Essigin for close range entanglements while we back up. We want to get distance, you don't really want to brawl. But that's the other thing, is we can buy time on our slower burn of stagger. If we had to rock 2 Essigins or 2 Harrises, we might stagger a little quicker. Probably not as fast if we had 2 Harrises, maybe though. But also the bolts would be a lot more predictable. So having the 2 different types is definitely better for the enemy, having to handle both at the same time type of deal. But it's a slower burn than 2 Essigins, that's why we have a shield immediately. Also, we don't have as much close range power, so parrying a couple of their things and retorting with our own attacks, such as bomb into bomb, is pretty nice. So yeah, I'd rock something like this as an upgrade for that build, indubitably. I'd probably have to see how the build, not really have to see how it plays, but probably see a little more of the character from AC4 to have a proper upgrade reforge. But if I were just looking at the build itself, how I would play it in 6, I would play it like this. I think it would be pretty cool. Let's give her the paint. Just give her the Ricky Red paint. There we go. I should start from the bottom up, much quicker. So 360 though, yeah, I'd probably give us some more speed to stay closer to the build, but 330 is still quite a bit. Overall, we could probably go SPD booster. That would boost us up a lot. And it's not like we need the quick boosting a whole lot. Although we're not using the shield as like a normal shield, so quick boosting isn't a bad thing. It's a parry shield, so even though it's technically not a buckler. So yeah, we'll rock it like that. Alright, so real quick, we will build up your build, add it to the list indubitably. Yes, yes, yes. Like I give a recommendation? Oh yeah, of course. Totally. WE66 gameplay, W-Mans. Welcome to Humble Abode, Ricky Rat. John the Krabbermeister. How you doing? How you doing? Build of 2 Zimmermans. We love our Zimmy boys. John Zimmerman. Alright, it's 3-cell plasma. Yep. 12-cell splits. Alright, there we go. Yoink. There he is. Appetizer head, albacore. Did I sell the appetizer head? I probably did. Let's go buy it. Let's go buy it out of here, that head. Yep, there he is. Good old appetizer head, or as I call it, the duck head. It looks like a little duck. If you squint your eyes and tilt your head, that is. Albacore. What else we got? Basho arms, already there. And from his legs. Good old skinny legend. Alba, or Lula, I mean. FCS. Or Abbott FCS. Kushi. And Pulse Armor. Here we are. Could also probably save a lot of speed on the other build if we went with like Coral, which is also fun. Wheelchair build, Karasawa, Aperitif, double container. Oh god. Dear god. Dear god. Not the container missiles. Sounded like damn chatty Requiem. Put you there. And then we'll build up yours. And keep it going. Alright, wheelchair, Karasawa, Aperitif. I probably sold the Karasawa, didn't I? How could I? How could I be so blind? That's probably why. I don't have much money. Let's see here. John Karasawa. John Aperitif. And then he said double container. What a madman. Did I sell those, though? I feel like I probably sold those. Nope, right there. John container. These container? Yeah, wait, these are cluster. Container, do you mean... Oh, you mean the CNTs, the cunts. They are some of the missiles of all time. I would say probably the worst in the game. But hey, if you make them work, despite being the worst, that's something to be proud of, I suppose, indubitably. Let's see here. Cannon missiles, snipe with full charge, Karasawa, while opponents close in, fire Aperitif and containers while they're in close range. I see. Salt boost past them before containers start reloading. Hit them in the back as they chase you from. I see, or they're just on you the entire time as that's happening. But I get you, I understand. So that's it. Just the oh, you said wheelchair too. I guess the other parts are undecided, in the air, so to speak. More of a concept rather than a full AC, quite. Getcha. So that's the thing. Sniping with a full charged Karasawa, you're gonna find doesn't really happen unless your enemy is, not expecting it, I suppose, or not very quick. Dodging the full charge Karasawa can be super easy even at medium range. Despite having very fast full velocity, I do believe it's a little slower than the charge Harris, or at least for me, it's way easier to dodge and see coming. Because obviously them charging it all the way up, it's very noticeable because, it glows hella bright. And then they do the animation to fire. And then, it just has a slower projectile speed, I think. Again, maybe just placebo, but... despite having a bigger hitbox, I find it much easier to dodge even to the medium range. Close range, do like a kick or something like that, it can be pretty hard. If you're lagging, it's almost impossible. Sometimes, your opponent's lagging or you're lagging and it shoots and misses you, but you still get hit. That's just lasers in the netcode, especially if your opponent is lagging. But for the most part, when there's a clean connection, it's super easy to dodge. So this isn't really much of a snipe weapon like that. Now, how you do snipe with it on wheelchair, there's some really good power here. Or any leg that doesn't make you stop in place. Most notably, though, on wheelchair or tank. Because those are quicker of the heavier tetra, is what you can do is just constantly spam the normal charge attack. Normal charge attack comes up pretty fast. Let me turn this down. There we go. It's for my own ears. Work on, charge up, charge pretty quick, fire. Again, pretty fast cooling as well, so you can essentially spam this over and over and over while building up just a little bit of heat every time. Which means if you do anything as an alternate and then go into it, you'll basically be able to do this infinitely. Very fast, very high damaging, super good. Put this on a 20B, rock 2 of them, you're going nutty. It's pretty good, but the fully charged, I wouldn't recommend. The fully charged, all the value you get out of the fully charged Karasawa, you get out of the Harris. And the Harris is better in every single way. It's just kind of unfortunate. I wish the Karasawa was tweaked in a couple of ways to make it more feel like a super legendary weapon. But yeah. I mean, I guess maybe not. It is still super good if you just alternate the charge attacks over and over. Like if you put 2 Karasawas on, you can literally just go one charge attack to the other, to the other, to the other, to the other, infinitely. And it's very solid. Appreciate you trying it out. I've been wondering about this for a while, mostly about the container hitting while they chase. Maybe snipe, work normal shots, charge shot at close range, then missiles, then assault. Maybe. The thing about these missiles that's just unfortunate about them, I don't know, dude. They stagger you in place if you're not on wheelchair, I'm pretty sure. A lot of them, as you can see, just kind of explode and hit random things. I understand they go where you're looking, which is pretty sick and pretty unique. God, that's a long reload. It's pretty sick. They go exactly where you're looking. Like, if I free aim, like, look around. Do they go right there? Or did I lie to? I guess they just go down and target, really. These guys are just on their own mission, I guess. I don't know. I guess they left because there was no target. Come here, boy. But as for your concept, regardless if they're good for that or not, which they're just not that great. They're slow, they don't do a whole lot of damage, they hit a lot of random stuff, they're pretty easy to counter. But conceptually wise though, most wheelchairs you'll find in today's ranks usually rock 3 missiles and say a nebula or a hammer, something like that, or a bazooka. Just like 3 missiles and 1 like staggerish weapon. And what they do is they kind of like circle around you while they fire at the missiles, so they hit you in the back like you're kind of planning for. They'll fire them out while circling around, so by the time they hit you, they are, just around your back, and it's all the good stuff, and they can kind of repeat that over and over. And since they're on wheelchair, they can, you know, use other things like FCSs to boost the quick time. The missile lock connection or correction makes it so it locks on faster, which, you know, helps you with reload time of your missiles. Or, yeah, this is a reload technically. They reload at the same rate, but they lock on faster, which gives you a faster overall cycle rate in play. And because if they use weapons like bazookas, or mainly just melee slash nebula, they don't require a lot of melee specs, so they can put all of their FCS into the missile lock, having max of it, which has horrible normal tracking. But you don't need normal tracking because you have mainly missiles, that kind of stuff. Other alternative to that type of playstyle, without just going down that route of naturally the way wheelchairs going around you while they shoot the missiles, any missile, is you can rely on the Siege handheld missile, the Imperative, because it has a very nice feature of whenever you fire it, the missiles stay there for a bit, and then they fire, as you can see. So it allows you to move around while you're placing them in, you know, in space. As you move around, now they're coming off from this entire wall, not all from one place. So it's pretty damn nice. And you can fire them out while you're self-boosting, so you can just shoot and then self-boost away, or do it as you're self-boosting. So it's pretty damn nice. Very good rat weapon. Or solid rat weapon. Used to be anyway. Maybe it's a little too heavy for them nowadays, but or box missiles just better for them nowadays because it's a lot faster cycle time. Indeed. Is there linear back cannons in this? There are not. Maybe in the mod though. If you're asking in the game itself, no, there are no linear back cannons. We only have Gatling, Huxley, explosives, lasers is about the closest you're ever going to get to that. Technically, we have the stun needle, but that's, you know, not entirely. It's like half kinetic, but also electric. If we had kinetic cannons, that would be insane. The closest we're going to get is the LCS, which is still really good. Does for being at laser, because of its cannon, or because it is a cannon, it does a lot of impact as well. So it has both impact and damage, which is not very heard of when it comes to laser weapons. They're normally damage over impact, where kinetic are damage over or impact over damage. That's their thing. But there are the outliers that do a lot of both, like the Harris or the laser cannons. They do both, despite being primarily one or the other. I think if this game had linear cannons, it would be kind of crazy. You can also put Harris's on your back and then swap shoot. There's that. Well. If you could try it against an attacking build, just to try the cheese. Try the carrot. Gotcha. So appreciate you checking it out. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, yeah, let's check it out. Let's see. Alright, so if we want to rock a Karasawa type build. Karasawa. Karasawa Imperative double missile. Okay. I think I would like optimize this a little more in overall generally. Wouldn't go containers, that's for sure. So I'll probably drop those and start again. Could go imperatives on. It wouldn't be the best build in the world, but you could try putting both imperatives on the back. Quite unconventional, but it'd be pretty funny. Double imperative and then double either like LR mixed in with a I need to buy it, don't I? Yep, need to buy the weapons. Double Karasawa would probably not be super possible unless you're going heavier. Either way, I think the arm's gonna be overweight. Oh, maybe not. We could try. We could try for science. What do we have when we don't have? Oh, we don't have those. I'm just gonna sell a lot of these chest frame parts because we're not gonna play with them yet till we unlock a lot of stuff anyway. And that should give us some nice money. Enough to buy back the Nebula, another Karasawa, LR, LRA. If we do that, we could rock this nebula. I mean, maybe, but not necessarily super necessary, so to speak. We'll rock an LR. Double that. Let's go some standard good parts for such a build. You're John overburdened, but that's alright. Abbott doesn't really matter what we rock for this type of thing, but we'll go Talbot because why not? Jenny C, so we're not overweight, and then we'll rock a locket. Then with this, we can snipe with our charge shots of our stuff. Because another thing, the other laser rifle we're using right now, the LRA, also has really good charge attack and can be alternated infinitely on chair. So it's very nice. So if we do this, but it charges up pretty slow without a good generator, which would be a bit rough. Can we rock 20B? Or how will we be rocking? We can. That's good. That's good. Alright, so let's see now how fast it charges up. It's pretty good. Ow. Ow. Shots of that before we go into that. And it misses. Alright, now we'll make him move. Alright, kill him. There we go. And now we blast him. I started blasting. Alright. Space missiles out just a little bit. I'm gonna spam. Alright, carousel is on a repeat. Stagger with this. Or stagger, I guess. Always space him out a little bit, so he doesn't have to dodge the entire thing with just one. He's vibing. This could mess up some builds, indeed. Although I'd probably either go double LRs for the synergy of going between the two constantly, and it'd be more simple with charge of time. Or you could try your hand at double carousel, but you probably have to sacrifice your back weapons and stuff. Otherwise, it just won't be usable. Well, could be pretty cool, could be pretty cool. The wheelchairs for an assault boost buff, right? How does it compare to, say, a medium weight biped? Assault boost buff. How do you mean? Bink. Oh, you mean, well, yeah, if you're referring to a patch note or something like that, if it's getting buffed, it's just because you can't, what's it called? It just means speed, and how it works is probably the energy consumption when using it, because on wheelchairs, or, yeah, tank legs themselves, which a wheelchair is technically a tank, one of the 3 tanks, it's the lightweight versus the medium and the heavy. All 3 of which can't have boosters. You can't equip any boosters, so they rely on their own stats of assault boosting and QB. So that's what got buffed. So it's technically not as good as bipedal, because bipedal can change their boosters and be better in other areas. And probably all areas, maybe, hypothetically, indubitably. But yes, it's pretty epic, indubitably. So we'll give her the Requiem paint, indubitably. Although it's not entirely a Requiem, it's more like a almost a Requiem. It's a concept brought to life, being a little Ricky Rat. But yeah, I would say medium weights are better though in the assault boost category, because they have a lot more options. They'd be faster, they'd be more mobile, that kind of stuff. Indeed. But yes, we shall continue. Is this the next step, technically? Yeah. Alright, make sure the shop. Make sure we're all caught up there. So it would seem we are. Alright, sorry. Had to do something right there. Right down in there. Indubitably. But yes. Alright, so this is our race indeed. We are vibing there. I'll make sure the community section... see, make sure there's someone in there. Yep, we're vibing. Alright, good to go. Alright, 20B LRA Ludlow Mans is pretty dope. Interesting. I would use vert missiles in AC for answer, and then assault boost past them, and the missiles would always tear them up from behind as they chase me. I see. Yeah, that wouldn't be too viable in PvP of AC6 necessarily. But yeah, overall, you don't really have to. You can always just use your wheelchair to curve around them and always make distance while firing off your stuff, which is nice. And having 3 missiles and then a weapon that complements all that is very powerful right now. Does very well against a lot of builds, indubitably. And vertical missiles especially are not very good in 6. They're quite bad. The containers fired upwards would do the same. It's like they forgot about them as soon as they overboosted past them. Yeah, I see. I gotcha. Yeah, we do have them verticals, indeed, but they are not very good. In PvP anyway. PvE doesn't really matter. Sure, they're fine, but PvP, no one gets hit by them. Their tracking is fine, but they have no, proxy. They have no. I got dogs barking everywhere, dude. But what's called? They have no proxy and they have no AOE really. Unlike their plasma counterpart. These missiles, vertical plasma, super good. Vertical explosive, absolute poo-poo. Unfortunately, not very good. But yeah, it'd be like that. No, I would never recommend verts in AC6, even though I know that they suck. Yeah, it'd be like that. Alright, so let's play around with this a little bit, see what the damage values are. I believe we get 1,000 or 900 per shot, or 700. We'll see. Off the LRA with the 20B. Either way, we'll get over 1,000, maybe 1,100 with the charge shot. I believe we just seen as well. Yeah, so okay, so 570. Gotcha. I was probably thinking about doubling back when I did a double LR 20B build. See charge, of course. Double, so 2,100. That's pretty damn nice. Although obviously spamming charge attack on a bipedal is not really going to be the play. And how much we get the Aurora on 20B? 500, maybe a little more because it did miss. 600 total. Gotcha. Reloads very quick, but the lock on is rough. So, but that's just because it's a good tracking missile that scales with your energy specs, so it can do that nutty damage indeed. That and a 4-cell is interesting. I guess so you always have a missile up to cover the reload of the Aurora, I'd imagine. Because that reload is very, very nice. Get 2 off by the time you get an Aurora going. That good stuff indeed. Blinder arms always be able to fire out some good old shots. Or always have a 6 strip bullets essentially in between your LRing. It's nice. Probably best to not let it overheat, but trigger discipline. Use that thing in the pass. You don't have to. Nice. It's pretty nice. Alright, overall LR Ludlow has been pretty popular lately. Either LRA Ludlow or ALRB. I definitely would go LRA though. A lot lighter. Still same goodness, indubitably. Good synergy anyway. Very solid indeed. Would I go? Yeah, there's no point in going Estrogen because Sonic would need the recoil control. LR doesn't do a whole lot. Not enough to ramp us off. Even we just full spray and pray, right? Yeah, it's only a little jump. It does continue actually, but it recovers hella quick. So all you need to do is space out a shot, maybe a little tiny bit, and you'll be A-okay. Now the 4-cell is an interesting one. Why not go 6-cell? I guess just for speed, but I mean the difference isn't that crazy. Speed increase isn't too bad, but also not that crazy. Aurora, head might be for energy saving, so you have decent recharge. What's the recharge looking right now? What's the energy efficiency, rather? Supply efficiency is 30,000, which is not so huge. It's pretty slow overall. although it doesn't need to be insanely fast. That's pretty solid. Usually you aim for like 6,000, 7,000 for aerial-based builds, but this doesn't have to be it, so that's a decent recharge, I'd say. Probably due to our core, for sure. Could we go mine alpha core? We would be vibing. We get more on the EN as well. Less on the generator output, but I don't really see it. It's too much of a problem. How much capacity do we have overall? How many turns of boost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well still. So energy loss is not a whole lot there. We get better overall defenses. Minus health. Actually, less defenses, more less. Yeah, okay. Defenses and health go down a bit, but stability goes up by a lot, and the losses in those aren't by a huge amount, indeed. And we get faster, so that's pretty awesome. So I'd take it. Head might be just for style. EN load goes up by a tiny bit. More stability in AP. I'd take it. We're still getting affected that much. Let's see the recharge. Still relatively fast. We're now below 3,000, which isn't that great, but as you can see, it's not insanely impactful. 2, 3, 4, 5. Still vibing. We are in theory crafting mode. Wouldn't change the legs necessarily. Maybe C3 for 350 speed. That'd be kind of crazy, kind of nice. We are a slower burn. We do need to be able to keep the distance. If we get pressed in an AC like this, we're gonna get absolutely destroyed. So maybe lightening up to better speed would be preferable. Not going to change 20B. Want that damage. Talbot's fine. We need a good mix of medium to close while also having good missile lock on for our Aurora to work. Probably won't change the Aurora either. Would it be the worst thing? I don't know. That's not the question, but risk no more force cell. Like 3 damage, pretty much no impact. I mean, it's nice to have constantly something going, especially to mix in with our Ludlow. Go like that. That's way more. Then if we do like this, we'll get even more. So, I guess it depends what our supply efficiency will be. Let's see. 1900. It's getting lower, slowly but surely. Okay. Back 2K. Another alternative. So I go duos. Efficiency goes down to 2100, but duos would be kind of sick with this setup. Herm. Schladabeed. No, I want a forward-facing missile. Does help our EN load, which is interesting. Does help our supply efficiency though. How would Melander core go? My goat for real. Supply efficiency not looking so good. Energy defense is going down. Stability is skyrocket, which is pretty nice. Could go with a shield. That'd be interesting. Double Aurora. Okay, what about something like this? Fast refueling. Got the B hops, 350. Which goes down to 320 more pure backpedaling, which obviously don't want to do overall. Start ricocheting with this actually. Alright, so let's 2. 15. Hits. Alright, around 215. Yeah, 215 is where we start to dip. And, I mean, I think that's actually a little longer than the estrogen, so maybe the low is just better. I would say the estrogen maybe because it does have a nice range, but yeah, so just more range. Okay, so yeah, it is the better combination indeed. Just need to make sure that was the way indeed. That shield becomes Tokorobo. Ricky Ratbo. I see. Wouldn't be too bad. Shield in this kind of setup wouldn't be too shabby. But we'll respect the want of a 20B LR and Aurora. Yeah, the missile's not too bad. Just doesn't do a lot. I guess it's nice to have up. It, in conjunction with the Ludlow, definitely makes it a little more worth it. Because either I go with a lighter leg. Oh no, I don't really want to go lighter legs. We could go more kite, but obviously he wants to play more on a medium weight, which is why having a shield might be pretty damn saucy. We could go with a shield over the Aurora, or a shield and Aurora, and just have, you know, it swapped. But is that too different from the main gameplay? Probably. I guess if often rules of thumb when it comes to upgrading builds for me anyway is if it's a certain leg type, gotta stay in the leg type. If it has a shield, you know, stick with the shield. If it doesn't, maybe don't, unless it really, the whole setup really complements it. This kind of does, but still, I will respect it indubitably. So that's probably as much as I would change. And I ask myself, is this the best LR Ludlow setup? Would I run this exact setup? I'd maybe play around with the back weapons a little more. I'd probably do shield overall. But it's not my builds. It's not my regrets. Let's compare it to the original, see how far we came. Did we go too much? Did we rick our rats? What have we done? Alright, this one's a little more durable on the AP and defenses because of the core switch. Efficiency is about 1,000 difference almost. A little under anyway. Yeah, we're faster though, and more stability. So I'd take it. I'd take this boy. I'd call the Requiem. I would call the John Requiem. Badink. Alright, next up, the cosplay man of a John Gundam. John Gundam Man. We don't have the reference of the show or the character to go off of a whole lot, so I'll just go off of the frame itself, indubitably. Alright, so Harris Walt build. It's kind of a rough one. You could technically lead with the uncharged blade into the Harris, like you were using a pulse blade, but it won't stun them, so it's kind of rough. Goes for some immediate optimizations. Ricky Rat. Actually, we may like canceling into close range anyway, so we'll go Abbott. 20C. I want to either go Sandtire Coral. Probably more likely to go Coral being such a lightweight. We could easily just go Basho, maybe. Lalander. And these back weapons are going to need to change, methinks. You could go like Pulse Blade into Harris into double Terrenos as just a combo. Not the best combo, but you could do it. Do we change the Terrenos and what do we change them to? That's kind of the question. Terrenos are an interesting one, man. If you're not going like for a full like ranged-ish build, like a chair or a lamb, kind of hard to justify on a build like this. That is the question. That is the steady bead. I wonder, is it? I mean, it must be, right? I'm sure I've seen it as it is before, right? Good old stagger. Feckle. Pow, and then pink, your stagger, release. It's pretty solid. It ain't too shabby. Thing is, they're most likely just going to dodge out of that, unless, of course, this is the pulse blade. Then there's less likely for such an error, indeed. Alright, we're currently overweight, so we'll just switch this over to, like, something to get us underweight. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I got dogs barking in the background, so don't mind me. Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna check on them. Yeah, they're vibing. They are being chilling. Is that my boy Ricky Rat inviting me? Let me message him. There we are. Ridiculous. But yeah, if we were to charge and stagger into the mini combo, and that would be pretty dope. Core Blade is pretty cool though. But it's not as synergy-wise with the Harris, so we'll probably go with the blade over it. Regardless, you could technically still have it on it, you know, but you have to sacrifice one of the Terrenos, and then now it's a double melee, indubitably, which would be overall better because, you know, Terrenos aren't the best stagger punish. They exist, but there are better alternatives. Although for a range stagger punish, you know, I guess that's fine. But if you do want to play light, otherwise you go with Javelin Alpha, that kind of thing. Even a charge Harris is pretty good. Yosin. How do you get around the shoulder weapon stance, keeping you in place as a bipedal? Makes it really hard to use outside of staggered punish. How do you get around shoulder weapons staggering you as a bipedal? One thing is, of course, always quick boosting after it happens to, you know, minimize the time to animation and cancel it. Because if I do this and it's trying to move around, I move around after quite a bit. But if I do it, then quick boost immediately as fast as I can, where I'm quicker. That's nice. Outside of that, there's no real way to get around it than doing that. And of course, only going for it when you know you're going to hit, or you know it's worth the trade if you're going to take a trade. Just kicking the air, not hitting AC, just because, you know, YOLO isn't so great, because again, you're standing still. If you're just firing them out, like if I was fighting the trainers at medium range, very unlikely they hit, unless I'm fighting a very heavyweight, or we're coming in just close enough, like this, medium weight, it would be pretty hard to dodge. But if I just fire at them with a charge attack and they're super far away, they're most likely just going to dodge it. Whether they, by just moving to the side, or they can just quick boost it. So really choosing when you go for a stagger, a stancing attack, is all the difference between life and death. Or you can be like me sometimes and just say, I like lamb legs, because although they look like they might be super squishy, they're really not. They're durable as hell, especially in the stability range anyway. Mainly stability, which is all you really need, because then you can get AP off the rest of your parts, and then you're vibing. And then now you don't get staggered, and you're chilling. But obviously it's not great for every build, so to each their own indeed. Alright, let's continue optimizing this frame. I find that a lot of Gundam's builds, or Gundam builds that I optimize, or, yeah, upgrade to the Reforge, usually are a Harris Blade type of set. It's usually going to the melee canceling stuff, which makes sense. They're all, like, melee based, or have melees in them. Or a lot of them, anyway. All the ones I've taken a look at. So yeah. Alright, here. I'll be right backing real quick, indubitably. Ricky Rat. I have John returned. I have Jan, Ricky Red. Alright, so yes. Pulse Blade into Harris, and then we'll just put his Coral Blade on the back. So he still has that type of playstyle if he wants. So I do know Ronan himself loves the Coral Blade. So now he can use it, and he can use it very well. Because of that, we'll definitely go with Mikaku. I guess you can keep Sereno for any reason he wants, because at this rate you don't really need it. It's nice to have. If it works, but I mean, I wouldn't keep it overall, but for the sake of the style of the build, we'll keep it. Then we'll go Melander. NGI would be nice. Or I suppose Santai would be pretty dope too. I think with max capacity, really. Because of that, because we need to go light, we need to go coral. And it's closer to the theoretical particles one might have for the Ricky Rat. I guess we'll continue Abbott just so our lock-on isn't abysmal like it would be with the Ocellus. And we're mainly just using the Harris for the single shots, close range anyway, or constantly going to be close range, so that's okay. So we could go Melander C3. Just keep us pretty quick. This is, we're going to go uber lightweight, which you don't really have to, but for the sake of the build, we will. Could go Melander legs and core, and then we're pretty vibing, but you could go Melander arms, be even more durable. But to stay this light at 310, which isn't incredibly fast, it's about the bottom of the barrel in terms of being decently quick. Sometimes you get away with being a little lower, depending on how much power you have in your fists. But yes. We have Kinkaku, which is why we're so slow despite being so fast. So the fact that we're this quick while having Kinkaku is actually pretty good. So you rat. Bonk. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. That's pretty much a one-tap combo if you get a couple extra shots in before you go for the full combo. Bonk. Alright, pretty good. Yeah, we get the Pulse Blade back. Fine. It's pure Kaku, unadulterated, Ricky Rats. Old combo I used to do a while ago. It doesn't. I mean, it's not a true combo, but it did work a lot. Is you could go charge Pulse Blade into the Oscillator, into whatever else you have. Which I guess no, it's probably more Oscillator into Coral Blade, I imagine, or Oscillator into Pulse, right? Stagger. Also, I mean, yeah, to go for a reverse joint kick into the Oscillator, into like a Zim or a Harris into a dagger. No, I had 2 missiles, so it's just kicks in melee. My God, rocking in the lightweight tournament. That was quite the time indeed. The fact that I got podium at all was fucking crazy. Do you think that missile kites are still decent in the current meta? I've got a lightweight build with 10k AP and has so much range it doesn't even have to land once in the air. Gotcha. Missile kites? If you mean rats, like just 4 missiles bipedal, constantly running away, are they super viable? No, they're kind of not. The rats themselves have just kind of died. Or rather evolved into the wheelchairs and the lambs, which are just a lamb or a wheelchair with 3 missiles and a nebula, or 3 missiles and a bazooka, or 3 missiles and a melee. Usually the hammer, because Tetra or chair, Tetra, hammer is very good, and they just they float away or wheelchair away from you the entire time, shooting all the missiles and shooting out their nebula, because then they can do all that while moving away, and it's super good. Way more usable than a rat. Rats are still decent, but they get beat out by kites, Their evolved counterpart, the lamb, or the lamb rat / lamb chair, they beat them out a lot. Rushdown beat them out a lot. Yeah, they don't have a lot of good matchups anymore. The days of the pure rat being meta are long gone, indeed. Usable as everything is, but not as notorious as they once were. Although in 3v3s, they're really good. Because in 3v3, you have your archetypes of support, DPS, and tank. And 2 missiles, like 2 box missiles. I don't have the actual box, but I have the almost box split, technically. 2 of these, or 2 of the actual box missiles, and 2 earshots on your back makes for a very... 2 earshots or 2 facades on a lightweight. Just floating around in the air infinitely while your teams fight in the middle, while you just, you know, constantly harass them with your shots and missiles is super good. Very, very good indeed. So, I guess the standard rat really went over to ranked. Or 3v3s anyway, is what I mean. So you can even rock the 4 missiles biped and you're doing a lot for your team. Just being a lightweight never gets catch, constantly berating the missiles. And especially so because a lot of heavyweights are in 3v3. Because, you know, it's a brawl, you want to stay alive as much as possible, do a lot of damage, bring the good big guns, stuff like that. So when they come across a normal rat, good luck chasing it, or good luck catching it. Not really going to happen very quickly anyway. Especially now with their teammate on your back. Not going to happen. So yeah, normal 1v1s, it's the chair and the lambs. But in 3v3s, it's pretty viable. There's our Ricky Rat, indeed. Next up, the Black Rabbit. Or Black Fox. Black Rabbit. Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Strikes again. Alright. Let's play around with him a little bit. I mean, I know how he plays. It's charge Pulse Blade into Harris into the dagger. Although the implication and introduction of the stun bomb launcher is definitely an interesting one. I guess it's you go in, you get it what you get, or I mean, because you don't even get to track with melee in this, do you? Everything goes off for each other. Oh no, it's just bullets. You still lock on each other. Wait, what? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, I was about to say what? If you're in the clouds, right? It acts like a wall. If you're in it, you're fine. If you're on either side of it, you are not. And of course, you can always charge it to shoot right above you. You don't have to worry about shooting at the ground or nothing like that. There you go. You create a wall. You're vibing. So I guess with that, you could use it. You don't really need to use it to close the distance. This is kind of a neat weapon. Overall, this weapon isn't great, I don't think at all, but it is pretty neat for sure. You can use it to a decent degree in some ways. But so either do this to close the distance or run away after you pull off the whole, you know, pop, pop, Billy Bob with the beat, pop, 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 and then pow, I'm out of here, gone. Ninja vanish after you ninja assassinate them. And yeah, I mean, it might distract him too. I mean, I could see it like, oh, we're about to fight, and then boom, I fire this off, search my stuff, and boom. No one can lock on each other. I get to close the distance for free, saving all my energy. Melee cancel in. Dead, boy. I like the way you die, boy. Very fast little ninja man. Quick Boost reload is decently slow. We on Konkaku? Yeah, that would be about why. Alright, but because we're on Konkaku, we can definitely afford to rock more durable parts, although I guess on these legs, not necessarily. So yeah, okay. So that's quite the quick boost. It's very nice. Although, I mean, you don't really need insane quick boosts if you, especially if the plan is do your combo and then dip out. You really need insane quick boost because all you need is speed to make distance and play around the wall. I guess quick boost does help you out with that a little bit. You can scan with the smoke and reactivate your lock. Can you really? If so, I did not know that. Did that re-get me? I don't know. Because it's still gone. Alright, so do it fresh. Nothing. Nope. No worky. It's no worky, my friendo. It's no steady. Yeah, nothing. Scan. Nothing. I'm sure it helps you if you lose lock on and then you scan and it's like, oh, there he is. I found him again. But yeah, it does not undo the effect. If it did, that would make this weapon even more not great. But yeah, we out here. Alright, so yes. Yeah, so judging on that being the game plan, use it to close distance if you need to, which you don't really need to with Kaku melee canceling. And or do the combo and then ninja vanish with the smoke, which I imagine is the way to be. Let's optimize a little bit. Would this be better on this frame than 40D? In terms of AP and defenses a little bit, yes. Stability, which we are in desperate need of, not quite. Also, weights is pretty neat. It's not like we need it necessarily, but you know, it is pretty nice to have. Especially if we want to go with a better core, which we definitely do want to go with a better core. Latest we're going to be able to go is 1C3. Arms are as light as I can. Overburden whether we go Sentai or NGI. So I guess we'll go NGI just for the sake of weights. Assault armor with the dagger, hell yeah. Even at that, yeah, if you land this whole combo with the assault as well, I mean, you're probably going to kill him in one. The symbol launcher is neat, but definitely not needed. But I guess a missile launcher also wouldn't necessarily be needed. Myth busted, indubitably. Myth busted. Hey, that's why we theory craft, to learn everything. All right. What can we even change to keep this? Not really anything. If we want to keep these legs, that is. You could easily get away with Milan or Albud, if I'd imagine. Be a little more, much more durable because of it too. 1700 stability, pretty nice. 10k AP, I believe. Yes, very cool. Quick boost is still pretty damn rock-a-lockin'. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we might have even a quicker quick boost to reload. Can we see that from here? Yeah, reload time. Although we're overburdened right now, so that's not exactly a fair compare. I guess I'll compare it to the actual original save, and then we'll rock-a-lock it. Don't really need to test the gameplay anymore. We know what the gameplay is. We knew it before we went in, but now we know, and we myth busted, so it was overall worth it. So let's see. Nope, did not mean to do that. I'm going to do this. I want to see the reload. Quick boost reload is the same. So that's okay. That's good. That's like the main thing. That would have been either better or worse. And if it was worse, it would have been like, wow, is it really worth it? But since it's the same, there's that. Yeah. So if we monk. Slower by 1% or 1 boost speed, so basically nothing. Much more durable. Same weapons, the same gameplay. Yeah, essentially the same, but just more durable in the frame. Because I wouldn't really change the weapons regardless. I mean, overall, I'd probably not go with the jam bomb launcher because it's more of a gimmick. But gimmicks are gimmicks, man. Build around them. So it be like that. I always figured the jam bomb launcher would be best suited on a rat. Maybe what could give the rat a more viable stance today. If you brought 3 missiles and a bomb, because that's the thing, you can fire off the missiles, and then if the missiles pass through the cloud, they will lose their tracking. But if you fire off your missiles and then fire the jamming bomb launcher on yourself, you pretty much just send the missiles out and then put the wall in front of you, so the missiles are on the other side of the wall already, so they don't have to pass through it. So that means you're still having attacks going out at them that are tracking them, while now they can't track you with anything. It's a nice little shoot, smoke bomb, run, and repeat over and over until they're dead. But I never tested that, so I don't know how good that would be. It'd probably be not so bad in 3v3, because, you know, you get caught lacking. Say you're supporting your team, but some of them die. Now someone's chasing you, cloud, and then run, and then you'll survive even longer than you probably already would. About the boost efficiency. Let's take a look at the boost efficiency. EN consumption, reload, supply efficiency. Supply efficiency, I don't think will matter too much. In fact, it's way better on this one, which means we'll get, well, it doesn't matter because we're running Coral on this, right? Yeah, so that hardly matters. What's it called? Quick boost EN. It's a little better on this one, but I mean, yeah, no. It's only 400 to 500, so I don't think it's going to be a whole quick boost of difference. And either way, it doesn't matter, because one has max capacity and the other does... Well, I guess this is Coral with double melee, though. That is kind of like where it's a little rough. We don't have reverse joints to rely on. And Coral with double melee, what's rough about that is because every time you use a melee action, it resets your recharge delay. And since this one already has a pretty significant one, we're rocking right now at recharge delay 3.17 or 3.70 seconds, so 3 seconds, pretty much 4. That gets reset every time we go for a melee. We do have Kinkaku, so it's not that big of a deal. Plus, we're only leading in with one melee anyway, so it's not like we have 2 melee weapons we're going in with constantly, so we need to worry about, you know, 2 melees are up, so we need to constantly use them. It's more of a problem if you have like an explosive thrower build, because that always is up, and you're always throwing it out, which means you're always resetting your red line, which is unfortunate, but we're not really doing that here, so it's pretty fine. And if we run out of energy, and we're getting caught with our pants down, we can always just smoke cloud and run away, so there's that. So I say NGI can work here. And it keeps us light enough to rock a nice little frame like this, indeed. Nice little Ricky Rat. Could we rock Melander Arms? No. C3? No. Unfortunate. Basho will do. Basho gets us a 10k AP, so I'm happy with that. So I'd rock it. I'd rock it, indubitably. It's not bad. You can't really go wrong with this Pulse Blade Harris melee combo, especially Pulse Blade Harris into dagger into assault armor back in the dagger. Ugh. AT is mighty. I'm so surprised the dagger never got nerfed so that it couldn't do that, because that is pretty nutty, but I mean, I'm glad it didn't. Just surprised. It is mighty. What's up, humans? Almost 3 a.m. for me, Lamau. I see. It's 9 over here. Or it's about to be 10. Howdy doody. Welcome to Humble Abode. I believe we took a look at your Godslayer. Didn't change too much, because overall I didn't want to fuck with the weapon set too much. Because it is, I understand it's a 20B, trying to rely on 2 weapons to get boosted out of it. I probably wouldn't go Aurora. We're also playing around the idea of adding a shield, which would be pretty damn solid. But again, this build didn't have a shield, so I'd feel a little weird adding one type thing. Vice versa, if I seen one with a shield, taking it away wouldn't really make too much sense unless the overall frame / weapons really contradicted or encouraged having one. But this would totally be fine with the shield as well. Yeah, this is what we did with it afterwards anyway. A little more durable, a little less durable in some areas, but faster. Same type of play set. So really it plays the exact same, but it's a little more durable, essentially. And quicker in some areas and some not. Also, I have a variant with the shield. Yeah, it's pretty good. John Battle Buddy. Yo, what's good, Keith? Howdy doody. Howdy doody. I'll probably be streaming here for about another hour, so if you're still on, Keith, I'll jump on, although it'll be decently late, so I don't know if you have work tomorrow. Indubitably. That shit looks sick. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, not too much change. Did we change much of the internals? Talbot, nope, internals are exactly the same, expansion's the same. Really, it's literally just the frame parts that change up a bit. Just to get a little bit more optimal. A teeny tiny bit. But you can honestly rock either or and it wouldn't really change too much. It's just the speed and aptitude stability that really change to a decent degree. And I definitely would recommend having a little faster speed than you need to worry about your durability too much. 70 stability, 10k AP is completely fine. This build is much more of a slower burn rather than I'm going to get close and duke it out. You know, you need to take your range seriously, stuff like that, to really succeed against a lot of dudes. Because if this gets rushed down by most builds like a Zimmy or a double estrogen, it's going to be really hard to combat that without a shield or something like that. But hey, you got the 20B, so you can slap them up a lot. So if you can constantly make distance with your speed and maneuverability, the dodge around Zimmies when you see them raise up about a fire, stuff like that, constantly make the distance against estrogens and light them up constantly with the punish their aggression with the 20B Aurora and LRA, then yeah, you're pretty chillin'. Pretty vibin'. I miss my battle buddy. Super farming is boring by myself and no work, so hopefully. I gotcha. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're probably going to do a lot of super credit farming with Steady Bead once he gets it, which again, I still can't buy it for him. I don't know, the Xbox gifting is being really dumb. I don't know why. It might be that I've somehow hit a limit. There's apparently a limit on how many games you can gift someone on Xbox within 30 days. Maybe I hit that somehow, even though the last game I bought was Ready or Not for Ace, so I don't know how I could have hit it. Yeah, the Force Cell is immaculate with a shield for me. It's pretty solid, for sure. The Force Cell in conjunction with the Ludlow definitely makes it worth a lot more. Usually I just go for 6 Cell anyway, because it's not that insane difference of time, but the damage is pretty significant. Or just go Duo 2. In fact, you could run Duo 2 on this, but I do like the forward-facing missile better sometimes, especially in a set like this. Although, you know, it's more kite-like, so maybe not, but Duo 2, faster, more damage, that kind of thing. So, and it's light enough and EN efficient to run it on this and not, you know, kill your efficiency. That kind of thing, indeed. I see staggered tooth is the combination of the following. I see. Very heat, indeed. Have you ever heard of the AC staggered tooth? I can't say I have. Grenade, some difficult happened to my account. Oh, damn. And basically, I got logged out, and I have to make a new account. Damn, man. That sucks. That's pretty shit. Like, logged out of your Xbox account, or another account, or who would the one out? I imagine you're saying your Xbox account, because that would really suck. Yeah, I just played a tournament yesterday, and that was its biggest weakness. I see, yeah. Yeah, it can be like that. It can be like that. The flaws of our boys. Alright, we have one more build to take a look at, and then we could jump into some missions. Incredibilis, which I'm really liking how different the missions are in this mod. You know, they're not just increase the difficulty, they change up the whole landscape, there's actual ACs to fight, it's nuts. Yeah, so Icarus, feel free to tell me about it. Maybe I can help. Not my Xbox account, thank God. Oh, hell yeah. Just YouTube, being YouTube. Okay. I see, I see. Log out of your YouTube account, huh? Let's see, well, it's usually connected to your email, or whatever email you had connected to that. So if you still have that, you should be fine. Maybe you'll need the backup. Well, actually, not everything. Yeah, I'm thinking about Microsoft accounts, but as long as you have the email, you should be fine, I think. I see. Oh, the Stagger Tooth thing? Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I see. Stagger Tooth / Stagger Fang is composed of the HS 5000, Appetizer Head, Upper Core. Oh, I see, I see. You're doing each part in separated messages. Gotcha. I got a notey on Discord. 1 second. Oh. Oh, it's Jack Blades. I see. I see. Alright, 1 second. Alright, let's build her up. Let's build her up, then bye-bye. Alright, he says built up of the Appetizer Head, Duck Head. Oh, we're already there. Alpha Core, also already there. Bash Arms, Harv's already there. Spitting Shekon. John Chicken. Alright, what else? We got the frame. Now I see the weapons and the internals. The Requiem. The John Steady Beads. The Reeky Rats. got? Weapons are the Itachi Sweet 16. Ooh, what a combination. This is a rad fella. All right. Itachi Sweet 16. Did I sell it? I probably did, because did I? Actually, hold up. Yeah, it must have would have been in that category. Let me buy it real quick. Yep, there he is. John Itachi. Probably also sold Sweet 16. Yep. Oh, Senpu. No, I don't want Senpu. I don't want that F-tier trash. Alright. Ricarot. Bonk. And Zabonkir. Alright, what else we got? 6 cell. And for stagger punish, the double treble. I figured as much. Gotcha. 6 cell. Chainsaw. Did I sell the chainsaw? I did sell the chainsaw. How dare I? How dare I? How dare you? How dare me? How dare we? How dare Steady Bead? There he is. Now we need internals. John Eternals. The Eternals of the Internal. Kankaku. Interesting. Kankaku the chainsaw. I've seen it work. But on a very different setup. SES Talbot. Jabba generator. I see. Or you mean Joso or Yaba? I imagine probably Yaba. The finality coral kind of remind me of Taken in Destiny. I see. I'm not familiar with that, so I don't know. I don't know the correlation there, buddy. But it does sound pretty cool. Look at the finality coral, man. What a coral variant to have, indeed. Would make sense to be born of such a interesting and near demented mind of the director. Yeah, but gotcha. And then you said assault armor. I see. I getcha. Okay, there he is. There's our boy. Let's save him. All right, we could definitely do a lot here. A couple ways to go. Either you could have, if you want the more machine gun play, we could split the Itachi into 2 Estrogens, Melander arms, Mind Beta legs, keep the missile, and I guess even the chainsaw if you really want the chainsaw. Switch the boosters to Alula because you don't really need it outside of the stagger punish anyway. Although not popular, but a cool thing I've seen work pretty well, surprisingly well. It's 2 bazookas, like 2 majestics or Zwanjis if you wanted. With a Kankaku chainsaw. Basically, you would shoot the bazooka on this hand, switch the chainsaw, especially if it lands, then shoot the bazooka again on the other hand. It staggers the opponent, even if they're wicked far out. You rev the chainsaw and then you go for the stagger punish, because Kankaku would carry you so far that you actually land and hit them in the death grip and kill them. Which is pretty cool. You probably go Zwanjis because they're light and faster fire rate, so if you miss one, you can still kind of keep it a stagger with, say, a machine gun or a missile. Probably go with a machine gun. I'd probably go something like, honestly, that sounds like a pretty fun loadout I might do for a build. Double Zooks, like a Ludlow, and then a chainsaw. So you can shoot the rockets, try to stagger, but if you miss one of them, you can constantly just Ludlow to keep the stagger going, keep it up. And then once you do stagger, you go for the chainsaw. So as we can see here. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen this mod, yeah, the testing arena is the space station for reasons unknown. You rev it up, and then meow, you're flying. It's pretty nice. The lighter you are, the more far you go. Also, you can probably just animation cancel it, or melee cancel it. You can melee cancel this, right? Sure. Yeah, pretty dope. Desperate. But yeah, so there's a couple ways we got. We can go double Estrogen for the machine guns, or we could go double Zimmy with kicks. It's either we go shotgun or machine gun. Combining the two, not super great. Well then, short summary for Taken. They are all classic enemies in the game. Their light is taken away, and their will basically shattered. Make them mindless slaves, I guess, servants to those who have the backbone. I see. It's pretty dope, I suppose. Because the finality coral is just about, like, it's literally like it's death to coral, essentially. If you're a coral ghost, nope, that's gonna kill you. It's gonna take you away, no more. Technology has coral in it, nope, it's gone. It is final, it is death. There is no limbo, no nothing. You're just gone. Pass on to the other side. There's almost like the absence of coral, the ultimate anti-coral, indubitably. It doesn't really fuck with your mind or like enslave you. That's more like either corrupted blue coral or the yellow reformed coral, I would say. Can't wait to see what you're gonna do with my less ammo cost effective AC. I see. Indeed, there's potential. Alright, let's see here. Is stream lagging for y'all or no? It's lagging for me a little bit here. College that. I think we're fine. I think what have I been? Oh, we're vibing. There we go. Just make sure the stream was chilling. Alright, so let's see. What would it go? Machine gun or shotgun? It's 50-50, I really. Kicks into shotguns, though, would be crazy. It'd be really fun. I guess we could go for something like Zims, and then switch this to a Huxley for the machine gun. You know, something like this. Although I'd probably go my Beta, Lula for quick boosts and overall decent speed. Coral with the synergy of reverse joints. Lander and or my Beta or my Alpha head. VP head. Then you have some ice. Bomb. Pretty nice. You could probably go some like pop, bop. That staggers immediately though. You probably wouldn't want to do, so you'd probably want to lead him with like a kick and then hit some with some of those zimmies. So I imagine if we did this, kick, that, and then Huxley mix with the zimmy to proc the stagger. That could be pretty solid. That could be good. Sorry, pop you. Go like this. Pow. One zim, switch over. And continue that. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty good. Ain't too shabby. This is a slicker man. The Ricky Rat Man. 350 or 335, not bad. 310 if you go like this. So we'll keep Basho because we don't need to not have that. And then we can even just go Ocellus because we have a missile, and then we're chilling. That is how I would rock a locket. That'd be pretty deadly in PvP. Using any other melee weapon would be a little more consistent, but if you want that good old chainsaw, the Ash Williams hand, this is pretty solid. And I would call the Requiem. Requiescat di pace. Richiorata. Oh, we haven't done this, man, have we? Another double Zimmy. Another John Zimmy man. Double missile, double Zim. That sounds like a power baka, but this is clearly a lightweight man's. So we'll try to do things with this. Okay, we'll go vertical, I guess, is the better version of the plasmas. 6 cell. Alba. I'd like to go something like Ming than that, but maybe C3? Or 20C anyway? This overall wouldn't be too good. Being so light, you need something that does that damage when you stagger them for a melee punish. But to get weapon, or this isn't really a melee focused build, so it'd be kind of not so generous, incorrectus to not add it, or to have added one. Speech is speeching today, indubitably. So that coral basically kills coral, and some does take in, and so does some taken when you kill them. They swirl into a vortex, basically collapsing against itself. I see. That's pretty dope. Have you made an AC with the knife? The dagger? I sure have. I have indeed. I've made it quite a few, in fact. Do believe I have. Lots of the reforged builds turned to them. The white glint turned into one. White glint, yeah, the only one I did, which is white glint O'Brien. That turned into a dagger build. I've optimized dagger builds before. Shrieker from Secret Level, John Wick's AC, that turned to a dagger build, pretty sure. Unless it didn't. I think it did, though. Yeah, love the dagger. Dagger's great. It's absolutely banging. Absolutely Ricky Rat, indeed. Yes. Indubulous. Alright, what we'll do for this man's a double missile, double shoddy. Obviously, that sounds like a power bucket, but clearly it's meant to be a lightweight, so. How do we give him the best fighting chance? One was plasma, one was kinetic. You could make him a reverse joint and go with the whole frog build. That is kind of a way to play with it while also constantly doing damage. Yeah, if we rock something like this, and then I don't really like changing the leg types, but I will say they'll probably have a lot of fun with something like this. I need to buy the Holdemans, goddammit. No, don't want to buy no one at Sesu. I'll buy John Holdemans. And then you can rock a laka something like this, which has you kick, hold him in shot, kick, hold him in shot, kick, hold him in shot, over and over and over. And it is great. MC is being chilling indeed. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Bonk, 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 and bonk. Missiles. 2 6Ls that are great for barrel stuffing. Oh, so good all the time. In fact, I haven't made a frog build. Done a video on one. It's criminal. It's so fucking fun, dude. It's so good. Bonk, bonk. Especially based on how much I love shotguns. Totally should. And then we just hit it with the Melander type frame, and you are more than chilling. Fuck it, we'll keep. Actually, how much speed do we lose? Not enough. So we'll actually rock something like this, and we'll be chilling. Now we go coral, and then we're even chilling her. Actually, you know what? Because of that, let's go back to this. Now we're 340. Yeah, 340 max capacity. Absolutely goated. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Just watch the part where you started upgrading it. Yeah, I designed my AC to be able to kind of flex, being either an aggressive or defensive build, depending on matchup. Gotcha, gotcha. My AC, I mean, yeah, I'll definitely replace the 4 cell with a shield. Hell yeah, that'd be pretty cool. What other parts of this Inferno thing have? Yeah, this new expansion comes with a lot of frames. I'll actually just go ahead and sell all the parts right now. Look at this physical sword, it's so cool. I'm gonna sell all the parts so we can just like look at them instead of going in between the two menus. And then I want to play around with a lot of them too. There's even more to unlock. They just added a bunch, which a lot like the boss frames, 9 balls frame, that kind of stuff. I haven't played around with any of the weapons yet, but I definitely want to. And there's even more to unlock in the base game, I'm pretty sure, just from doing like the arena and stuff. So we're gonna be doing that here in a second. So let's sell all of y'all, so I can just look at you in their order, and then at the ting. The tree Gatling guns. What a weapon! Moonlight Blue Shift. I want to test that out. Another multi-energy rifle. It's kind of sick. These back cannons. Might as well not even sell these. But yeah, we have this big ass head. Pretty dope. All right, here. Sell you. Sell you. So all y'all. So instead of selling and buying a bunch of stuff, just gonna make enough money by playing the actual new missions and the new campaign and all that good stuff, and just make enough naturally to have everything. Got some pretty cool cores here. Big boy. Ricky Rat. Lots of old gen looking stuff. Some boss stuff, the Enforcer. Air or All Mind. Advanced Cavalry Balteus setup, which is pretty sick. The it's called the Ibis. Pretty sick. Mulaney anyway. The other one that's either Mind Gamma, or not Mind Gamma, All Mind Guazu or Air. I forget which one's which. This set, which not 100% sure, I think it's from another game. Model J. Oh, J from one of the other armored cores. I forget if it's like 2 or 4 or 3. I don't even know. Bought some arms. I think I only bought like 1 arm. No, 2, 3. There's 9 ball. 9 ball Sedef. Big ol' fucking harnessman. Big chunglisses. That's all I bought. Gotcha, gotcha. But yeah, so if we go to what we can buy, we'll buy back all our normal weapons. Ding, 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 ding. So much buying, so little time. Another new flamethrower. When you check like the previews, just the original ones they're based off of, so you don't get the full thing. Which is interesting. I'm sure it's if they were to do the full thing, finish it, probably have custom. Actually, probably wouldn't. We don't really have to bother with that. We know what it is. We just buy it and test it ourselves. As long as we know what kind of weapon it is, we're pretty much vibing. Got all our stuff back. Chilling. The good old buying simulator. No. Gotta rig the rat. There we go. God, I really sold a lot of stuff. My God. Alright, I think that's pretty much it after these heads. Nah, nothing will be mixed up. We'll be being chilling. For now. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Now we have all the new stuff just right here. A ballistic sword or a kinetic. Just sick. I always wanted one of those. Oh, yeah. I was gonna take my leave as quite tired. Cheers for the thoughts. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Is that bloody Metal Gear Rex head? Maybe it is. Hello, Bear. Yo, what's good? Howdy, howdy. Just got back of work. 14 hours today. Damn. Putting in that work, brother. We salute ya. Ricky Rat. Good to see ya, man. Good to see ya. We are in the Inferno. We are in the Ricky Rat land. Indeed. So yeah, kinetic sword on the right hand, which is kind of nuts. I want to test that as well. I just gotta test the melee weapons. 2 sets of double Gatling guns, or triple Gatling guns. 2 triple Gatling guns. I don't know why I'm saying double. We got the Balteus Gatling. Got these, which are technically shotguns, which is sick. Which I think are on the. Actually, I'm not sure what these are on. They kind of look like they were on the oh, PCA. Gotcha. Flamethrower is sick. Laser rifle. Another laser rifle. Ugly pulse gun. Interesting. So what, bubbles? Yeah. Oh no, like multi-energy. I see. Another multi-energy. Another Gatling. Oh no, we're back at the top. I see. There's that, and then there was another Moonlight, but we already bought that one. There were back units, we already bought those, and then he has all these frames. You have this big Chungus. Got this little dude. Even tinier dude. This guy, which I think is the 9-ball. Yeah, NBS, 9-ball Seraph. This dude kind of looks like White Glint. A little bit. Now this dude. This is the Mind Alpha, or the, not Mind Alpha, I keep saying that, but the Almighty Iguazu head. The Enforcer head. Not sure what that's about. Advanced Cavalry. Balteus' head. The Ibis head. Air's head. And then Model J for J-Man. Got the parts that correspond. Ricky Rat. My god. Skinny boy. Skinny legend. 9-ball. Big ol' Ricky Rat. Yeah. Yeah. The lights are so bright on this, my god. I really cranked it up. My god. So it's pretty good. It's better to have them being overly bright so you get to adjust it down to just what you want versus it being super dim and you can only brighten it up to a certain bit. Don't know why there's not a light slider of actual light values that we can operate in the base game, because there is technically difference in lights of all the other ACs, air being the brightest. That's how we get such bright lights naturally, or on a bunch of other builds. So all these frames. I wonder if they're like with the Model J with like these big ass wings like the Ibis. Do we get like any type of flight abilities? Now the frame or the arms for it all, the legs for them all. Fucking finally these Chungus, these thunder thighs. Damn. It's pretty dope. These look sick. It's like almost Walter's legs. Different. I think there's others that are more similar. Yeah, right here. The Ibis. Or the All Mine / Air. We also got new boosters. I don't know what these like change a lot. They have max thrust, max quick boost, reload, ideal weight, so they're like meant for everything. I guess they're meant for the heavier frame parts that are the other frames that are in this DLC. Kaku is just meant to be sold for the money for the more difficult games. Same for the PO1 and the Joso. But then we have these gens, which are the new experiment particles, which I don't know what look like yet. So we gotta test that out. I'm gonna buy the coral one, and I'll buy the 20B looking one, and we'll check it out. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got. I want to test, and yeah, check this out, fucking hollow. The test arena is just, we're here in space. It's pretty cool. Alright, so let's see here. Let's unequip all these. I want to equip the sword and the moonlight blue shift, which is different from the normal moonlight or the red shift. It's called a blue shift. Gotta see what's up with that. We'll equip this new grenade cannon, which apparently is heavy as hell. What is this? Pulse buckler. Oh, it's like a coral shield. Yo, it's kind of cool. It's like auto-equipped. That was weird. Oh, does it? Oh, does it come with this? Yo, wow. Okay, so it's a back weapon that has to come with another. That's kind of interesting. So you can't like rock two of the cannons. That is interesting indeed. Okay. Now I want to rock these new Primus. See what that's like. Put it on with assault armor to see if it changes their color. And then we gotta lose some weight, so we'll just go for something real skinny like. There we go. Or E in efficiency. Alright, it's all for the tests. We're in the first Iron Man movie. We are just testing things as we go. Oh my god, look at that. Look at the energy. What the hell? That's sick. This is very much my first time seeing any of these. When I downloaded the mod and seen there was these different things, I thought, hey, this would be great to do on stream for the first time. They're all rainbowy. What the hell? This is kind of sick. Oh boy, what abilities will we unlock with these experimental particles? Quick boost. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty sick. Look at that. Goes green. I love green energy, dude. That's pretty sick. You can, since they have two. Ricky Rat. Hey, Knight. It's a little busy at work today, but I'm super keen for the VOD. Keep killing it, dude. Love your work. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Did I say mother? It said brother. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Mr. Projects. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. Let's see what the grenade cannon's about. What the? Okay. Whoa, dude, what is this? Oh my god, the reload though. Oh my god, it's taking forever. Right, this is why it comes with the shield. Let's see what the shield's like. Is it a shield? Pressing the button, nothing's happening. Huh. Weird. Is it like an auto shield? Will it... No? What does it do? What the hell? It's weird. I guess it's just part of it, but it doesn't actually... It's like a shield to be on your back in the game file, or like to be a thing that can go on your back, but it's not actually doing anything. A support device for a far large weapon that consumes both shoulder slots at once. I see. So it's just kind of like an ammo conduit, you could kind of think, or like an energy something. Doesn't actually do nothing. How are these two different? Are they? Not really. Huh. Very strange. Cool. So the energy though, how does this work? Do it just come with a lot of it? I'm guessing nothing insane. So red line's pretty normal. Actually, red line's pretty ass for a coral. But the recharge is good. So it's like coral, kinda, but it recharges pretty quick naturally. Though it has a poorer recharge. Capacity is pretty solid. Nothing insane though. Yeah, capacity 4,000 compared to the normal coral. How's that looking? Capacity. There it is, 4,000. Yeah, normal coral has more capacity. Obviously not the recharge. Huh. Maybe it had with energy spec. 111. It's nothing insane. Caught. I wonder what its purpose is, though, other than, I guess, just looking pretty cool. Let's see this thing again. Oh, rail cannon. Oh my god. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, there's other back weapons I have as well. Yeah, these, which look like some pretty standard Grenade cannon-esque jigs. Let's see it. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Bonk! Yeah, pretty quick firing little, kind of like a singular songbird almost, but faster, much faster, like a shoulder bazooka. It's kind of sick. All right, let's see the primary kinetic blade. Or, yeah, pretty much kinetic. Oh, that's a dagger animation. Yep, full dagger animation. Just shink, 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 shink. Cools down real quick. Does have a charged. Does she have? Manually canceled it. Or animation canceled. Yep, charge. Bonk. Oh, it's a big old just stab. It's kind of sick. Although, yeah, okay. So it's very much just a kinetic version of the laser dagger, and it can be on this hand. Does it do more impact damage, I wonder? And that of the dagger. I guess I could literally test because I'd have both. Let's see the moonlight though. Normal attack. Is that more blue? Doesn't really look a whole lot more blue than the teal of the Ricky Rat. Ooh, it's a lot thinner. That's for sure. But what's the difference? 700 damage. Seems pretty standard. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could literally see them back to back to see what's the difference. Normal moonlight. See stat wise. Old weapon uses forbidden energy created by Overseer, powered by the forbidden ugly pulse. It is rumored that Overseer made this blade with a secret container as a last resort against the coral. I like that they have their own lore. It's kind of sick. I wish I could make these onto like custom online servers for the RP. That'd be sick. Alright, so does less base damage, does do a lot more impacts and cumulative impacts. Less on the charge, more on the charge impact though. Okay, so it's more impact, less damage. And I bet it scales with like energy spec, or maybe it scales with the particles in this gen. I don't know. Okay. It's pretty cool. It's pretty sick. For science, I'm gonna put a dagger on here, and we'll see both side by side. This double beat ass. Alright, let's first kill him. He shrink. I want to show him why there's no 2 melees in the base game. It'd be way too good. Bang, 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 bang. Sick. Seems it's a little slower, but makes sense. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, this just might do less damage naturally. I guess it doesn't get boosted by melee spec because it's kinetic. We're using Basho, so makes sense. Alright. I want to test the other generators now. Well, it looks like the 20B, but it's not. Ooh. Okay. So this is very much like the, okay. It's kind of like the, artificial coral stuff that All Mine Guazu does. Anything special about it? Not necessarily. Doesn't have insane recharge on the ground, but pretty quick on down here. Capacity's nothing insane. Might just be a different color variant for the 20. Not max energy firearm spec, pretty high. Versus the normal 20B. More capacity, less recharge. Okay. Thought they'd be kind of different, like change up like a lot of the movement, stuff like that, but I guess not. I guess that's more of like the armory mod and stuff like that. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Looks really cool, that's for sure. The animation is pretty sick. Oh, I guess yeah. Really, it's a little more similar to the Yeah, in fact, it's very... I was wrong. It's just the blade, the kinetic blade isn't the dagger. It's the stun baton. Go up, and then in. Pull back. This goes up, and then in. Doesn't have the same whip. Doesn't have quite the same whip animation. Which is pretty nice, pretty unique. It's pretty cool. Shink. Oh, more kinetic weapons. Want an axe? I want it all. I want a hammer I can throw like Thor Odin's son. I am the great thunderer. I am the tricky rat. Alright. With all that out of the way, though, let's make ourselves a build out of this kind of stuff, and then we'll head up the arena, do more of the arena, because those unlock more parts and weapons I love. And we'll get more money. We can start to buy the actual boss weapon, or the boss frame, and stuff like that. So let's see what we can play with here. Gotta go with the kinetic sword. Gonna rock the blue shift, I suppose. Actually, you know what? Sell these. I'm gonna buy the miniguns. I need some. Which ones, though? Which ones are different? This one does a little more damage, I guess. Or are they both kind of just like the same? I don't know. This one has no stats, so it's just like for show. I guess we're gonna find out. Let's test it. We're doing science. We're testing her out. We're seeing what's geared. Ning. Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. Alright, let's see. Ooh, it's glowing. What the hell? It's got electricity all over it. That's kind of sick. Alright, let's see. Oh, my God. I think I see the difference now. One is a Gatling gun, and the other is a fucking bazooka, apparently. Yeah, that's when it shoots bullets. The other shoots actual bombs. That it seems really OP. What is going on here? I see. I need to see this again. Justice! Damage to this dude. It's just flashy, but not that crazy damage. Let's see. 100 damage per hit. No, it's not too crazy. That little lining up was pretty cool. Oh, the reload's pretty rough though. Doesn't make sense. Damage here isn't insane necessarily either. Like 30 a hit, but fast fire rate. And reloads it overheating. It's kind of sick. There's a lot of ammo too. How many rounds we got full? Oh yeah, the reloads are long. I see. That's the balancing. I get you. Okay, that's cool. I get it. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's buy more. Let's buy them all. Let's buy as many of the primaries as we can, I suppose. So we'll do... Yeah, one of y'all. And I want to do the shotguns. Now we're out of money. In terms of money, we have no money. Alright, so now I want to have the shotguns in my primaries and the machine guns in my back, or the bombs in my back. I think I do machine guns though, because I don't think I have the bomb for the other shoulder. Yeah, we'll go. Which was this? Is this the Gatling or this is the Gatling? I think this is the Gatling. Justice. They're both Justice. Okay, yes. We're gonna rock it like it. TMG. Okay, yeah, these are both bullets. Arms overburdened, eh? Not anymore, they're not. Alright, let's go for some Melander shenanigans. Sort of good baseline. Go with the new coral or base coral? I'll go new coral, because why not? Assault armor, yes sir. Lula. Can I buy that new booster, actually? I think it might help. But would it? Probably not. Okay, now we're chilling. Now what a Vibelin. Now let's go kick some ass. Get some paint. There we go. Yeah. Alright, arena. Here we come. See what we unlock. See what we unlock doing the John Arena. Prepare to die, boy. See what these shotguns are like. And then like test in the wild. They shoot like normal. Well, they shoot multiple times. Okay. I like how this guy's actually doing like decent height. It's good. Oh god, I was over bird. Come here, boy. Ow. Ow. Bong. Damn. Yeah, so all these extra weapons take a long time to reload, but they do a lot more damage. This is sick. Yeah. At 30%. Not my PP. Die. Nice. That's cool. Pretty cool that it was that like somewhat difficult for even like the first arena opponent. Although I'm of course using these very experimental weapons. So pretty dope. I feel like it's just a assault boost in. I'll just spraying and praying with me shotguns, so used to be able to shoot them in the now. That's it, but now I'm a quad shotty boy, even more so, and just in 2 primaries, which means if I put extra on the back, oh my god. Main system. And there are other shotgun variants as well. I mean, those are like the explosive. I don't know. There we go. Here, boy. You die, go to hell, you die. Oh, bunk me. No, I bunk you. Damn. This is sick. That's sick. This is pretty cool. I think this mod would be pretty cool for getting like cinematic shots and stuff like that for any type of video recaps for the RP as well. That would be pretty dope. Now, we didn't get any parts yet. I don't know if we get parts for all the dudes. I tested some stuff against the, what did I even test? I don't even know what if I was testing anything, but I did fight the last dude. He unlocked the cannon, I think. Which I should equip. That thing seems really good. Main system activating combat mode. We get it. Let's John get it. There's John, man. What the hell? What are you doing? A chair with a shield and a bubble in it. Die, boy. Going for the melee. I want you to do it. Do it. Nice. Let's go assault him. Oh, this isn't really changed to the particle effects of our gen, unfortunately. Which I guess makes sense. I mean, that doesn't happen to base chem either, unless you're using coral, so. But man, these are like the Ricky Rat particles, right? Or I guess they're not. I guess the rainbow stuff is the ugly pulse particles or whatever. So I guess that makes sense. Next stop, next stop. Now I want to equip the cannon, though. That thing would be something. Oh, it's 2. Why do I have 2? Are they different? I guess we're gonna see what this other one does. And you can't equip nothing else. That's fine. Switch you to these. So I'll go with this, and I'll go with this. We have different stuff for locking. Gonna lighten up though. Oh my god. Is this later? Nah. Yo, hello. Welcome to Humble Abode. John Mark. Welcome. We are playing the Inferno upgrading builds as well. So if you do have a build you want us to take a look at and optimize for the best of my ability, definitely let me know. Just currently experimenting with the new stuff. There we go. Now we're just John overburdened. Oh god. Good. Chunky legs. Chunky legs fixes all. We are a chunky lad. Let's check it out. We might get blasted, you never know. But we'll see. Everything's more difficult here in the Inferno. Cotton Candy Man. Prepare to die. You have an LRA and a slicer? Interesting. Prepare to die. Go for that ass, boy. Bonk. Damn. Not beyond assault armor. Me too. My mine's better. Die. Wow. Hindabi ningi. This cannon is insane. It's a one-time use pretty much in a fight like that, in a 1v1 anyway. But it's pretty cool. Batman, sometimes all you need. Sometimes all you Ricky Rat need. Alright, now I think go ahead and go with something more like this to kind of blitz the arena, because I don't think we're gonna unlock things for every opponent. So might as well skip through a lot of them. Now let's go with you. I should probably even need to do it that light. Boom. Oh, we are overburdened like that, so I guess we kind of do must. There we go. My lightweight judgment man. Alright, so we go here. Okay, laser shotgun, Morley AR.
Activating combat mode.
On the medium with Tetraman. 242. Bear die. Pretty good blast. Stagger me, you know I stagger you. Dodging is good, my friend, but it's not good enough. Bonk. That is salt, but here we are. We're John Ricky Ratting it. Incredibilis. Next up. Milktooth 2.0. Did not change to assault armor. Unfortunate.
Main system activating combat mode.
Main system activating. Thine Ricky Red. No. Unfortunate. Oh, he brokey. He no worky. It was a fucking ruse. You to lure me in. I see you. Who are my enemy? John T.A. No. I was staying still. You will die. Now. Not my god for real. Nah. Not the John Ricky Rat. Yeah, it seems like we don't really get much rewards for anything outside of like the end. So I'm gonna skip to the end of both cat or all three, I guess, and see if we get anything. I already did this guy. Actually, I think I did this. There's two variants. So this one and this one. So I'm gonna do. Yeah, I was trying to grind money. This one's worth 100k apparently, which I don't know if it's entirely true. Defeat this guy. See what's up. John Freud on crack. On John Roids. 6L Plasma Pulse Blade LRB.
Main system activating combat mode.
Prepare to die. You seen it coming? Did you not see that one coming? Come here, aw. Maybe we cancel this. Pussy. There, God. He too has the Ricky Red armor. But it is not enough. Did I hear that? Man, we need an AC that an AC pilots. Like a Megazord. Although I guess Megazord is the combination, but still, you know what I mean. A Ricky Rat, like a Tengen Topa. One of Coral Missile handheld. Oh god, rocket split missiles and Coral Blade will work. Dear God. I mean, it could. Maybe. It's possible. It is Ricky Rat possible. Alright, I don't think we unlocked anything for that either. Already defeated this guy. I guess that's the final reward for that kind of stuff. What is even this? Special operation. Let's see what we got here. Looks like the two dudes at the refueling base.
Main system activating
Anything
combat
else?
mode.
What, they're fighting each other? What the hell? What the fuck? Let's see. Prepare to die. No. Absolutely not. Constant keep on the move. Pop this. Go back on defensive. I will not die to this day. I seem to refuse. I'm gonna get too close to the mosh pit. Okay. Go. Stop jumping around me, bastard! Bastard! Frog-looking bastard! He's Mr. President. Get downing him. He's taking all the shots. We have delayed your friend's death, but it do not matter. Die. There is no escape. You die. I did it. That was pretty sick. That was pretty cool. Yeah, playing around with this mod might be a new way to kind of like pre-test ACs a little bit and kind of get a better feel for them. Normally I just run through the base arena if I'm getting used to a new type of muscle memory based thing. Did I kill them all too quickly or something? What's going on? Or is this a bug? Huh. I guess we'll reset it. I don't know what happened.
Activating combat mode.
Here we go again. Go to the outliers first. Probably not these guys aren't really a problem. But hey. Yeah, these guys are where it's at. Ah, spin on me. God, he's got the grab attack of the Enforcer. Did that guy always have that? I don't remember that. Oh my god. Pop my expansion. Why is it taking so long? No. Nah. Damn you. Unfortunate. I did not know he had the skewer attack. I don't think he does in the base game, but it is kind of sick. Alright, you're my number one target then. Ow. Absolutely mollywopped. It do not matter. I have the will to persevere. Where's the other one? Here you are. You are mine. John Cannon Man. Back not looking super good. Saying still, this is a risk that I'm willing to pay. Pop that. Like shot back. Yeah, the health is not going down for the operation, which makes me think it's just like. There. Bang chill. Bang vibing. Yeah, I don't think this mission works. Unfortunate. I'm too impatient to sit around and wait for it to calculate the schmoot. Alright, with that conducted, let's see what missions we have. Got the prisoner rescue and such. Let's see what's up. See how different it is. I don't believe any of this stuff is different, but the actual contents of the mission. Some of the cutscenes are also altered, but yeah, let's see what's up. Yeah, we'll rock it.
Looks like switching.
Looks like Ricky and Ratton. Although I guess no, I should go with the Requiem build. That'd be more appropriate. We're no longer blitzing, we're experiencing.
Activating combat mode.
So dark, my god.
Commence mission.
I want to go home. Alright, now, shoot the Requiem build. Which one do we want to rock first? Chainsaw Man. Oh, right, this is the frog. We just never saved him. Damn it. Here, we'll do that real quick. I don't know why I did that. Actually, it would have been much easier to go from the Zims to this, but that's alright. Bonk, bonk, bonk. 4-cell, 4-cell, or 6-cell, 6-cell. Bonk. Bonk. Yep. I think. Unless I went Melander, which I may have. No, I don't think I did actually. Maybe I did. We're gonna find out. Oh, no, not those. Mine beta. Then, yep. 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 Nope. NGI. Not the alternate variant. Now we're chilling. And yeah. Did I change these to these or what? No. Yeah. Yeah, we're off. Now we're rocking for the mission, because why not? Let's get her done. Let's get her done, son.
Looks like switching sides and Galley
Let's
left an
Ricky
impression
Red
on
it.
the Liberation Front. Guess we have you to thank for this job.
Let's John Ricky Red.
Main
I
system
guess we got Ricky
activating
Red
combat mode.
for this job.
Commence mission.
Damn right, boy. Let's get it.
Escort the Rubicon Liberation Front's transport helicopter.
We appreciate your support, Raven. We have
You
to
better.
rescue our captured comrades. Failure is not an option.
With all these Ricky Rats.
Roger attack! The Liberation Front chopper and an escort AC.
Shooting me, bastard.
They must be here for their friend. Intercept.
Let's go. Multi-lock. Multi-lock again. Helps out. I think I got the kicks. Oh, I do. I'm gonna back off my boy. Bam. There we go. Done. Right.
Landing in sight here. Commencing extraction of comrades.
Now turn your back to me, boy.
621. Secure the area.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we're having a lot more minions that chew up is pretty nice.
You came for me.
Don't run away! Come back here! Actually, fine. You're fine. I will spare you. I got bigger fish to fry.
At least. A little rest, and I'll pay you back. Heading for the next site, Raven. Keep us covered.
Minions, lots of multi-locks as you do it. These restraint legs are helping out a lot.
Raven, keep us safe. Taking serious damage.
Yeah, you are. My God. This may not be the AC4. It might be more of a machine gun focus stuff. Stop it, you bastards!
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, bro is not living this.
Don't let them go.
It is John Jover. They're fine.
The escort
It's just a
targets
flesh
have been
wound, man.
destroyed.
It's a piece of baby!
Failed mission 61.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No! Oh. Why me? Alright, this AC did not get the job done. What others are we to be doing? This wouldn't be too shabby. Maybe a little slow though. Well, kind of. Well, less aerial, I suppose. This one also low to 1-to-1 based. Maybe our boy here could do it. This one wouldn't be too bad either. Although we don't really need the shield. The earshot could come in handy for fast murder. Oh, you know, this one will actually do pretty well, I think. Keep our kicks, but go more machine based or machine gun based. Ooh. Maybe use the grenade launcher. True.
Main system.
True.
Activating combat mode.
It does seem pretty
Tonight's
good.
mission. Escort the Rubicon Liberation Front's transport helicopter.
Does seem quite right. We'll try with the Requiem builds. Let's see. I was rock-a-locking, but we need to incorporate some of the new weaponry. Hey man, I'm not against that. Ow. And your cannons, that's something. That's pretty epic. Die. Not you with the Ricky Rap. Juicy. Schmink. Stop flying. Also, I believe this mod gives me double ammo. I do believe he's getting full on over there. But let me turn to that. Yup. Schmink. Fuck off from you, bastard. No! Sure to have health, isn't that good?
Still alive at least. Rest.
Reload.
I'll pay you back. Heading for the next site, Raven.
Mother of God. My God. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need something a little more heavy artillery.
Taking serious damage.
Mother of God. Yep, we're gonna need something a little bit better. Something quicker, high damage, able to kill a lot of dudes. Because mainly there's a lot of just fodder dudes, so we need something that can just kind of go from one dude to the next, easy peasy. A lot of AoE maybe even. And since these are all optimized for 1v1 encounters, it's not really going to have what we need. So I think we do indeed need to dive into the bag of our Ricky Rat, our new weapons. Indeed. Alright, let's see what we got. With the grenade version or the normal version? Normal version lasts longer. So I think we rock 2 of those. We should be pretty chillin'. TMGs. Rock 2 of those. It should be good for the minions. And then back weapons, we go for something like ear shots. That's a lot of AoE and such. Would go with the like new cannon thing. I'd go with these, I guess. Wouldn't be too bad. What's the reload like? I guess we can test a little bit. It's pretty cool being able to theory craft with new things again. Kinda cool. I would bring one of these, but it takes both shoulder mounts, and you can only use it like once every blue moon, so it may not be the greatest. Let's see it. Maybe about, well, 900, almost 1,000 stationary, but real's pretty good. We got blasters. Not really. Kind of like a kinetic LCS, almost. Could be solid. Could be heat, could be... I say we fuck it. I say we rock it. Might as well test it out. See if it can do the trick, do the thing. If not, probably have to go like 10 cells or something like that. Have more missile coverage, but that's alright with me. I should go reverse joints. The kicks would be nice. I don't necessarily need them though, but I have a little more speed to get around. Alright, let's see what we do. Let's rescue these damn prisoners.
Looks like
For the RLF, for the Republic, for the Steadamid. For the Uruguay.
Main system activating combat mode.
Main system activating steady mode. Here we go.
the Rubicon Liberation Front's
Here
transport
we go.
helicopter.
That's a decent splash, okay. Gonna be chilling. Probably should take these things first. Get blasted. I feel like the goddamn Yggdrasil armor, Halo Legends. This is sick. This is sick. But now we're here where our reload is going to take 1,000 years. At least we have these to back us up. So we should just have 4 of these. Just 4 Gatling guns to use in between. I feel like by the time these are up, the other ones would be ready, and that would be great.
Secure the area.
There. I just heard the shoot for things dropped it. But I guess we made it this time. Come here, boy. Alright,
You came for me.
come here, boy. Look how fast they move, my golly.
Still alive at least. A little rest, and I'll pay you back.
This is sick. I have ammo now. Yo, easier said than done, buddy. Don't shoot at my friends. Die. Isn't it awful? Might have to bring 4 of these Gatlings, but we'll see.
Enemy sighted.
Focus on the chopper. Shoot it down.
Don't
Fuck
let them
off.
go.
You
Turn it
die.
down well. Let the ammunition at 50%.
Nice. Oh, I lose. Oh, man. Shooting at my dude. Alright. Where's the next batch of dudes? Over yonder? Here we go. Another Tetra. It's not great.
Mess up.
Close John, dude, man. Ow. How about this? I'll wait for repair kit on ya. Oh, I'll probably have to use one in a minute anyway. Let's see. That was rough timing.
Taking serious damage. Raven, back us up.
I'm backing you up, Chop. You die. Why you continuing to go forward, you fool? Nah. He's John Cook. What the? So many tags. What the fuck? That's an AC. What the? They're dead. No. Almost. Okay. We'll put 2 more Gatlings on our back, and we'll hope that does it. We will rick all the rats today. Alright, can we even put more on the back? Do I need to buy more? Oh no, technically I can't put the same ones in the back, but I could put the bomb ones in the back. And that might be able to be good. Let's do that. Alright, I already have both, or I have all 4. Let's see what we can do here. Alright. Oh boy. It's gonna be something. What a chunky dude. We're looking more and more like the Yggdrasil. The Ricky Rat. We are the Halo Legends. We are the Ricky Rats. It is time.
On the liberation front.
It's time to Rick out
Guess we have
the
you to
rats,
thank for this
dude.
job.
Let's get this bread.
Main system activating combat mode.
It is on meantime.
Escort the Rubicon Liberation Front's transport helicopter.
Prepare to die. Alright, let's take you out, because we are troublesome than y'all.
Capture combat.
Roger attack. Deliberate the front shot. And escort HP.
Should go to the minions first, kinda. I ran out. He's about to be up though. Kinda. Alright, we're back up. Take it to these ships where they land. Hopefully kill the dudes on board. Probably not gonna happen though. We killed quite a few though. We killed them all with a kick. Alright, now you bastard. Leave it alone. Shoot me, not him. Alright. Not bad, not bad.
You came for me. Sorry to keep you waiting. See? I'm okay. Still alive at least. A little rest. And I'll pay you back. Heading for the next site.
Oh, absolute mayhem.
Getting hit. Raven, safe.
Come here, you bastard. Ow. Don't shoot again. Yeah, so you wait till I get my energy back. You're not dead. Bastard. Oh my god, too much damage. What? Oh my god.
Enemy sighted.
Nah.
Focus on the chopper. Shoot it down.
Seems it will not be so simple.
There is no on the well.
These weapons are very good for type of burst situations. Not really prolonged ones like this. Although they are pretty good. So I'll probably keep the mini guns, or maybe keep the bombs. Bombs did do a lot, but they don't last as long.
Heading to the last site. Just a
I think I'll keep the machine guns and then go for other alternatives like actual Gatling guns or something like that.
Refused to
I do like that. I think it's strategized though, and it's dead. Dear God. Dear God. Dear God. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Although, damn, it is getting late though. I think I will retire the stream for now. We got a lot of Requiem builds done. We got the full arena done. Played around with all the new weapons. Now it's about the frame parts and progressing through the actual campaign. And I like that I actually think about that. That's the convoy mission now. That's just like the boring one you do when you're doing it on your replay for whatever. You know what I think about it. You just run around killing a couple little dudes and then kill the red gun and that's it. That's it. But this time, you actually gotta think, because each checkpoint is kind of like a little thing you have to think about and prepare for. You know, with the cannons, the tetras. We haven't even got to the end though. There was that AC there. That's pretty sick. So I will theorize, I will strategize and do it play. Not sure when I'll do the next stream for this. Or if I'll just like maybe do like a video version for it or something like that. But yeah, I still appreciate everyone who showed up. Anyone who checks the VOD in the future, hello, I see you. I'm in the walls. And yeah, appreciate y'all. See you on the next video and or stream, of course. But yeah, have a very good one. Indubitably. Thank you, thank you, thank you.